Worry about yourself, Max
Ew.
Caulfield.
Take a step back, Nathan Prescott.
Oh man, you're telling me what to do? Get away from her, dude! Nobody tells me what to do! Not my parents, not the principal, or that whore in the bathroom!
I think he shot himself. Oh.
Max? Chloe?
No.
I just got assaulted!
You got a pepper.
I think you better just come back over.
Can you direct me?
The accent. You better just come back. You better come back.
On the screen,
Uh-oh. I wish I'd have brought more stuff. Oh. Oh no. Yep, that's me gone. Hi chat, I'm dead.
Not the last thing I hear being, ah, shit.
You know, it's okay.
Yeah, it's fine, it's fine. I just died. Yeah.
Stigmas around mental health that you believe need to be challenged or changed, not stigmas.
That if you have depression, that you're weak. That if you
Oh
have
yeah, I
anxiety,
hate that
you're
one.
weak. If you have PTSD, that you're weak. If you struggle with anything mentally, that you're weak. Believe me, somebody who is
Somebody
able to
clip
deal
this
with the
out of context!
problems. Yeah. If you are able to deal with the fucking problems you've got and carry on day to day, you are stronger than.
Worry about yourself, Max
Ew.
Caulfield.
Take a step back, Nathan Prescott.
Oh man, you're telling me what to do? Get away from her, dude! Nobody tells me what to do! Not my parents, not the principal, or that whore in the bathroom!
I think he shot himself. Oh.
Max? Chloe?
No.
Smooth getaway.
Oh, why did I do that?
Oh my
Everybody
god.
shut up!
Oh, I'll take it. Oh, that is getting clipped.
It is. Oh gosh. What
Oh.
was that? Stop trying to pull me into those. No more dialogue. Only look at this pose. Look. He's like, I'm ready to go. Are you? That's hilarious. Oh. Ugh. Oh no, I've lost the thing again. Why does this little doodad keep falling off the controller? It's really unhelpful.
Certainly shouldn't count on such a procession for every trip you make to Fontaine. It's just a one-off thing, for my own peace of mind.
She's trying
It'll
to
also
protect
show those guys
you.
what'll happen to those who dare to mess with my friends.
Chiori's like, get home safe, my Discord kitten.
Well, if you think it's a good idea, Traveler, then...
Not what they ordered. We have to go again. Wait, let me get the... Oh, can you hear me, or is this just... Am I just doing this on my own?
I can hear you.
You're just ignoring me!
No, well, maybe. You're being kind of annoying.
You're being annoying. You're not listening to a word I'm saying. Raspberry and coffee. Okay, dude. Here you go.
Oh, what's happening?
There we go. And then, here you go. Take it. Can't wait to eat this. Okay. I thought he was going to say, I can't eat this. And I was like, bro.
Raspberry and coffee.
Okay, cones. I will unload. Oh no, I got stuck. Oh shit.
Puppet.
Hello.
The fuck are you doing? Puppet.
Yeah, Puppet, we both saw you leave the crime scene.
Someone was gonna save Oxygen and I just... Puppet. What the fuck?
Yeah, Puppet, you left the oxygen area. We both saw you.
Take a
Oh
breath,
my
relax.
god.
Go through all this data and you can find out where Nathan took Kate after the
I
party.
don't want to do the investigation. And also hilarious how my tracking follows me all the way down. I didn't know it does that. Oh, that's clippable. I'm gonna clip that. Spreadsheet simulator. Oh, don't get me started.
How is the bird doing now?
My first time streaming in months and this is how it's going. Oh! You landed on your feet though.
They're intimidating. Most people clam up the minute they see us. Lips sealed so tight, getting them to talk almost feels like trying to break into the fortress of Meripede. But put them in a clothing boutique, and they suddenly start gushing faster than the waters at the Fountain of Lucine.
Damn.
Oh, is that because they're trying to show off or something?
For God's sake.
Yep. People are vain creatures. They can't help but want to talk up new developments in their lives or show off how much they know about other people.
Oh! Ouch. You okay, dude? Let's photograph him. We really captured the agony! We really captured the busted balls!
Emotional damage!
I'm gonna have this one framed. Alright.
We actually had that. We were in a John Lewis in Westfield in London, and Puppet went into the ladies' bathroom, and like some women had just like shat all over the floor.
Oh no.
Everywhere.
There was a trail.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
But I felt bad because like I think she may have been in the store next to me, and I was like, I have nothing to help her right now, so I went out, found an employee and was like, hey, I think someone's had an accident. And I just felt so bad. I was like, they're having a shitty day, you could say.
Yeah.
That's not fun for anyone. I hope they're okay.
Yeah, I hope they're okay. I hope they have since cleaned up their act. Okay, I'll stop now. I'll stop now.
Fuck.
Dude, I don't even want to think about that.
To go off and day. Ah, my VTuber's not there. What the heck? What's happening? Where's she at? Hello? Uh-oh. Good question, Craig. I don't know. VNyan is open, but not... Hang on, maybe it's the spout 2 is incorrect or something. Immediate scuff, we love this. We love this so much. Yep. Use spout 2, it's using it. Let's just close it and open it again. That's the usual fixer. I love starting like this, it's great. I'm now not gonna miss chat. There's 2 of me! What happened? Okay, this is it's an improvement, but not the improvement I was after. What the heck? Why is there 2 of me?
I set up a notification for chat now. I am not going to get completely engrossed by the game and forget to read chat because I will hear chat, which is good news for you guys. I don't know why there's two of me. Hang on, I'm searching. Oh, that was the wrong one. Okay, wait. Why is there two of them? That's actually a really good point. Odd. Anyway, I'm just gonna really quickly test the sound output on specifically Vinyan, just to make sure it's the right. Yeah, that's working. Cool. Hello, welcome on in. Thank you for waiting patiently whilst I fix my scarf. Thank you. that was a big yeet. Somebody's feeling strong today. Yes, welcome on in. I hope you all are having a great Tuesday so far. Good morning, good evening, wherever you are. Today we're going to be playing a story-based game, and I have only heard that it has multiple endings depending on what you choose. So, we could play it multiple times and get a different outcome every time. That is as much as I know. I'm hoping for the drama, I'm hoping for the emotion. I'm excited to start it. I don't really have much else to say, so let's just get into it. Let's see. Ooh. We're not capturing it. There we go. We got there eventually. I'm assuming there's going to be sound as soon as I press start. Yes, this game is called 7 Days to End With You, and I believe it is a choice-based game. Not much else to it. Yeah, I'm hoping I don't have to read too much, or I will lose my voice completely. But we'll do our best if it requires my voice talents, shall we say? Anyway, here we go. Right, does it have sounds? Let's see. You can see my cursor, how very embarrassing that I have a very flashy cursor. You are an observer of this story. It does have sound, cool. You are free to perceive the meaning of the words you read. The relationship between the two characters is built on the words you interpret. I'm kind of covering up the text a little bit, but there's nothing I can do about that. And their story is also built on the words you interpret. Their world will change according to your understanding. Maybe it's a short, ordinary story, or maybe it's a long, peculiar story. You will become one of the characters and interfere with the story. And the story will be completed according to your interference and interpretation. Every story you feel, every story you interpret, is correct. This is a short and long story of only 7 days. Oh! Music! It's really loud! Hang on. It's so loud! Okay. Something like there. Okay. I wake up and find myself lying in bed. I don't feel too good. I open my eyes, and my blurry vision gradually clears. Oh, we got some nice pixel art going on. Animated pixel art. Nice. There's a stranger leaning against my bed. The window is oddly shaped. There we go. Words. Okay. Wait, what? Eh? Wait, I'm already lost. What's happening? Okay. Huh? I'm doing something wrong. I'm doing something wrong. I know I am. Oh. Maybe. Yeah, we're supposed to type. Is that what we're putting? Wait. I'm so lost. What? Huh? I can turn the music down. That's nice. You're having to learn their language. Okay. And then what? And then what? What? I'm struggling. I'm struggling. But I should have tested this. Wait, something else happened. I've never been more confused straight off the bat by a game. Oh no. I'm gonna just gonna look something up real quick. There is, and this might be too much brain power for me right first thing in the morning. Nope. Too early in the morning for brain indeed. Oh no. I wouldn't even have a clue what this is trying to make me put in there. Can't use that now. I don't know. What? Right, hang on a second. We're pivoting. We're pivoting. I've decided that I would rather look up how to start this game than try and figure this out on the spot. Let's pivot. It's a great idea to pivot at the very start of the stream, isn't it? I love doing this. Pivot. So what are we doing now? Something else. Okay. I don't care what anyone says. This is what I was doing from the very beginning. This is Vampire Therapist. It's another story-based game, so we're doing something similar to what I was going to do. But what I planned to do from the very beginning, right? Right? Okay. What? Okay, we get a warning right off the bat. Okay, hang on. I need to change my stream's warnings if this is the case. Damn it. Let's get some content labels in here. Cool. Right. Vampire Therapist explores or touches on sensitive topics such as war, abuse, addiction, sexual oppression, suicidal ideation, religion, and of course death. These may be uncomfortable or upsetting for some readers. We recommend that readers with a history of trauma related to any of these topics approach this game with caution. Naturally, a game about vampires will involve blood and sexual themes. Strong language is also present. Jeez. Vampire Therapist was developed in consultation with licensed therapists, but should not be considered substitute for therapy unless you're a vampire. Ah, damn. I'm just a doll.
My name is Sam Walls, and I'm a dead man.
Voice acting?
Well, kinda dead at least. See, I'm a vampire. Now, if you think that means all that Dracula hooey, like hissing, wearing skin-tight leather, and hunting mortals for sport, I wouldn't blame you one bit. That's exactly the sort of thing I did in my younger years with my former gang. And let me tell you, a vampire who's good with a gun.
Nobody told me it was vampire, like, cowboys.
I got lucky, though. I met some kind mortals who saw beyond my fangs. They taught me my letters and showed me how my thinking was keeping me from finding any kind of peace. After they passed on, I roamed America's majestic wilderness for nigh on 90 years, figuring out myself and what it means to be a vampire. And I found revelation. What I realized was, it ain't fangs that make us monsters. It's the self-defeating ways we think. Anywho, as the world started getting smaller, my old vampire gang tracked me down. Them being my kin, I wanted to help them see the world like I did, but they still have the same monster mindset I used to have. Good thing I'm a quick draw. But I got hooked up with this newfangled internet thing and found a vampire who's helping my kin find their way. A fella named Andromachos, supposed to be 3,000 years old. He invited me to come out to Europe to learn from him. I figure someone older than time has got to have the answers. I'm going on a trip, I guess. This feels like my opportunity to do some good in the world. I've been lucky, and now it's time to give back. Vampires ain't monsters. Or at least, they don't have to be. And come hell or high water, I'm gonna prove it to them.
Okay, from the voice alone, this is already a sexy vampire, so exciting. Also, I'm gonna test something. Okay, that works for me.
Well, I think this is the address. Number 27.
Heck yeah!
Flitter Mouse Streeb?
Oh, nice attempt.
Sure is a hell of a lot of ruckus for this time of night. People stay up late here.
Very funny, Craig.
Wait a minute. These folk are vampires. I better watch myself.
So are you! They better watch themselves.
Guten Abend, folks. Sprechen Sie English?
Ja, hello, Alta. Are you here to party with us at the hottest club?
I'm into this music. Oh. Yeah, we are here to party. I am.
What party is this?
I've had 2 coffees, so I'm definitely here to party.
The kind where we dance all night and get sexy.
Oh, heck yeah! Sexy party!
Oh, here are them kind of vampires.
Ach so, there are better things to suck than blood, oder?
Hey yo! Hey yo! Oh my!
Although we have to get past the bouncer first. If we do not, I'm thinking our night is ruined.
Oh, wait a sec. There's something about what she just said. I can feel it. It reminds me of one of my revelations about the funny patterns in the way we vampires think. Well, let's see. One type of thinking I noticed I called hot branding. That's when we brand ourselves with names we can't get rid of.
Okay.
There's high noon mind. That's when we treat a situation like it's a do or die showdown. And there's saloon thinking. That's when we act either helpless or invincible, like we just drunk a pint of moonshine. I can always check my journal if I need examples. I kept all my notes about the funny ways we vampires think in there. I think I know which one of them funny ways they're thinking in, though. Hold on, compadres. You seem like the kind who can make their own fun.
I don't want to have my own fun. Ebenacht is the only place to be on Friday night.
Cowboybloodsucker@vmail.com. I love that. Okay, wait, no, I wanna look in it. Can I look in it? Let me look at it. Does this want me to use a controller? Excuse? No, it doesn't matter. I am tempted to read this out loud, but I don't think I could do his accent any justice, so I'm just not going to. Right, let's... No. Okay, I think it's gonna be that middle one.
Amigos, you're putting too much weight on this thing. It's a nightclub, not a high noon showdown. The night's full of possibilities.
Reinhardt, I don't know what this means, but I like the way the sexy American talks.
Same.
You make us think that maybe it is better we haven't gotten into the club, because we are now meeting you.
Hey, if meeting me makes your night better, I'm glad we met. I really gotta find Andromachos, though.
You have to get past the bouncer. He decides who gets in and who doesn't. And he hasn't looked our way all night.
Maybe I'll have a little word with him. Excuse me, friend.
Whoa!
To talk to around these parts.
He looks so cool. My overlay is ruining it a little bit. I'm gonna turn my overlay off. Boop. And...
I'm here to see Andromachos.
boop. There you go. You guys can see it a bit better now.
Have fun, mate.
Alright, mate.
Hey, thanks, amigo. You have yourself a fine night, you hear?
Cowboy, what about us?
What about you? You guys look busy. Oh, we'll bring them with us. There are amigos.
Yeah, sure, they're friends of mine.
Have fun, mate.
Have fun, mate.
Well, come on, you two. We ain't got all night. Yeah.
I hate that.
Dang, awful loud in here.
Heck yeah!
Come on, my liver, dance with us.
You kids have fun. I'll catch up with you later. Darnation, I'd rather hear a gopher giving birth than this.
What?
I'd better talk to
Oh,
whoever's
the
singing
cowbell
drinks in
ruined
this
it.
here saloon.
What? I can't hear them over the music!
Well, well, look at you.
Oh my gosh, she's gorgeous!
Here, but not usually the 1880s.
Damn!
What can I get you, cowboy? The special's Red Bull and vodka. You down?
I never drink Red Bull. I'm actually looking for the owner. He around tonight?
Might be. What do you say your name was?
Sam Walls, begging your pardon.
Sam Walls, huh? I don't think I know anything about a Sam Walls. After all, I'm just a know-nothing bartender.
Oh, okay. This is where we need to...
Now why she gotta say she's a know-nothing? It gets my goat when vampires brand themselves like that. I think I'll say something.
Okay. Let's refer back to the journal.
Well, hold on. What'd you just say?
I said I don't know any Sam Walls. I'm just a know-nothing bartender.
I'm gonna go with that first one.
From where I'm standing, I see someone with style and confidence, not just a drink machine. Don't go branding yourself like that's all you are.
Oh, we are such a charmer.
Don't you go worrying about me, cowboy. The man upstairs warned me you were coming. I was just testing to see if you are who you say you are. Tell you what, let me give you something from our special reserve. I don't think you're looking for booze.
I'm looking for blood.
Well, thank you kindly, ma'am. I was wondering where the blood was. I met some vampires outside, so I figured this was a vampire club.
You met some gods, honey. They're here to dance and have fun.
I love this art style. I'm like really drinking it up.
These people are mortals?
So to say.
How do you think the head vampire gets his blood? They can't wait to share it with him. It's a special experience.
Oh, so it's consensual. Cool.
Only real vampire here. Well, him and Bert.
Bert is not a vampire name. I'm sorry.
Bert?
You met him already. Bert, shuffle on over here.
Oh. I wouldn't take that guy for being named Bert.
Show him upstairs, okay?
Have fun, mate.
Have fun, mate.
Good luck.
Sounds like Sesame Street characters, indeed. I'm looking for Crimson's number, to be fair.
Howdy. It's Sam Walls to see you, sir. The guy who's been sending you all them V-mails.
V-mails?
Yes, I know who you are, Samuel Walls.
Hey, yo.
You've come here because you believe you can help our kin.
Whoa. That's a pretty low voice.
The question is, are you first able to help yourself?
I can, because I'm a cowboy.
I've been fixing myself for more than a century now. I don't think I need help.
Exactly.
Then you must prepare to learn a most difficult lesson.
Okay, wow.
We all need help, Samuel. I am pleased that you have come to receive mine.
He's sexy!
Dang, you scared the heck out of me.
You must allow an ancient vampire his games. He will play them regardless. Please, sit down. What an absolute pleasure it is to meet you at last. I found your messages most intriguing.
Afraid there ain't much here in the way of intrigue. I'm just a lonesome cowboy looking for answers.
You know, I receive emails every day from vampires seeking my help. You are the very first to seek my aid in helping others. This alone makes you intriguing.
Well, dang. I think you're gonna be sorely disappointed when you get to talking to me. I'm just honored you're giving me the time of night.
Yeah, time of night,
I
not
have
day.
unlimited time, Samuel. I am pleased to share some of it with you. Our kind can be rather set in their ways. It is inspiring to see someone so young and eager to learn.
Yeah, well, I wasn't much for learning when I was alive. Just making up for lost time, I guess.
It sounds as though you have been handling your own life better than most.
Unlife? Are we gonna call it that?
You had while walking in nature.
Oh.
Oh yeah, them. Well, I give walking the credit. Nothing sorts my thoughts out better.
Oh.
After a few decades, I started seeing patterns in the way we vampires
Yes,
think.
being unalive, because technically vampires aren't alive, I guess.
Can you explain some of these patterns?
I've tried to explain them to other vampires, but it ain't never gone well. I can try, though. See, we tend to assume certain things just because we've been believing them since we were alive. Or we decide the world's against us just because we're hungry or tired or something. And when we start tackling problems that ain't real, we ain't fixing our real problems. That make any kind of sense?
I'm lost.
Fascinating, Samuel. These revelations that you had in the woods, mortal psychologists have a term for them. They are called cognitive distortions.
Cognitive whoozy what now?
Cognitive whoozy what now?
Cognitive distortions. They are exactly as you described them. I will explain in a moment. Please, tell me about these specific revelations you had.
Oh! Oh, cool!
Well, I noticed how we stress ourselves out by making everything a battle of do-or-die absolutes. High noon mind, I call it. Like that feeling you get right before a big shootout.
I must confess I have no experience with this feeling. I engaged in mortal combat long before the age of gunpowder. But the sentiment you describe mirrors the words of my old friend Marcus Aurelius. He used to say that the magnitude of life's challenges often turn us into our worst selves.
You mean Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor?
Damn!
Of course, his name was Marcus. Marcus was a bedroom name.
Hey, yo! Hey, yo!
You and the emperor were...
It was ancient Rome. Penetration was similar to a handshake. My apologies. I somehow forgot you were American. But let us discuss this high noon.
American.
I believe we can broaden your definition. Mortal psychologists call this phenomenon of binary thought polarized thinking, but I like to call it Nosferatu thinking.
I'm loving this so far. It's
Nosferatu
funny.
It means you are thinking in black and white.
Oh, okay.
I get it. That's pretty funny.
I believe it encompasses the breadth of the distortion. One is not flatly weak or strong, good or evil, smart or stupid, a success or a failure. The truth is far more complex and colorful. Not every high noon gunfight ends in oblivion, correct?
Yeah, that's true. Getting shot still ain't fun, but it ain't the end neither.
A perfect example, Samuel. Now, try to catch me using Nosferatu thinking. I will give you a series of statements, and one of them will contain Nosferatu thinking. I will repeat them if you miss it.
Okay.
If I do not drink blood, I will surely die. Death eventually comes for us all. Mortals will always fear our kind. Did you miss my Nosferatu thinking? Let me start over. If I do not drink blood, I will surely die.
I think it's the last
Death
one.
Eventually comes for us all. Mortals will always...
That's Nosferatu thinking right there. I've met mortals who knew who I was and weren't scared.
Very good, Samuel. And even if you hadn't, to say mortals will always fear us ends any hope that they might not.
Okay. So, interesting already that, like, this game's already established something we're gonna have to think of in the background of basically every conversation we ever have in this game. Is, like, the viewpoint that we are perceiving a conversation in. Interesting. I can save. Cool. And lots of save slots, so I can change my answers at any point too.
Terminal word, is it not? Would you like to discuss more of your revelations with me?
Yeah! Let's do saloon
I
thinking.
realize that as vampires, we can get the feeling of the power that comes with immortality and strength, but then we get hopeless and aimless over time. It's kind of like the fella you see in the saloon at the bottom of a bottle of whiskey. Either he thinks he can fight everyone, or he's crying into them last drops because he thinks life's hopeless. It's saloon thinking. Two extremes that probably ain't true.
A fascinating observation, Samuel. Your saloon thinking was described in my time as the battle between hubris and nemesis, the twin excesses of arrogance and self-pity.
Oh man, it made me wish I'd gotten some schooling. Maybe I would have figured this stuff out earlier.
You live forever, my friend. There is no rush. What you have identified is a phenomenon where individuals perceive either an illusion of control or a lack of control. Mortal psychologists call this phenomenon you have described a control fallacy. Rarely do we have complete power over our situations or no power at all. But we create this illusion that stops us from attempting to change our perceived situations.
Yeah, you're right about that. I used to think I'd never get away from my gang, and maybe that's what made me stick with them for so long.
Yes, you see how cognitive distortions keep us from facing reality, whatever that reality may be. Of course, I am so old and powerful that I am always in control.
You're testing me, ain't you? That's a control fallacy right there.
Well done, Samuel.
Hey, we're learning so fast.
But the cosmos holds no awareness of Andromachos. Of course, as you expertly pointed out with your analogy about the man at the bottom of a whiskey bottle, a control fallacy can be positive or negative. Listen to my next few statements and try to find a control fallacy. Simply let me continue if you do not detect one.
Okay.
The sun will eventually burn out. I will roam a cold, dead earth, and there is little I can do about it.
Well, that sounds like one of them control fallacies. With all eternity, heck, I think you could do something to save the sun.
I applaud your optimism and ambition, Samuel, but some things we must be prepared to accept, and the death of the sun is one of them.
Okay.
The kitty cat died. I shall be lonely forever. I shall never feel the warm sun upon my skin again.
Oh, well, that's a control fallacy, ain't it? I mean, you could feel the sun if you really, really wanted to.
There is a significant difference between enjoying the warm sun and being burnt into ash. It is not a distortion to acknowledge indisputable sources of harm. Let us try again.
Damn it!
You didn't catch my control fallacy. Let's try once more. The sun will eventually burn out. I will
It's the
roll
second
a
one.
My kitty cat.
I'm sorry about your sweet kitty, but you can always pick up a new one. Or there's lots of them just waiting for a loving home, so you don't need to be lonely.
Fair.
It was just an example, Samuel. Well spotted. But I do speak from experience. I felt this way once when a pharaoh I was dating had our cat mummified.
What?
I
Oh,
went
okay.
through a murderous depression that nearly decimated the continent. But I had the power to help myself all along.
Okay.
A new friend in need of a home.
Yeah, to be fair, if my cat died, I would probably decimate an entire continent too. It seems like a usual response to that kind of a thing.
Oh, dang, don't let me get on your bad side.
I doubt you shall see it, Samuel. Did you have more revelations to tell me about?
Hot Brandon.
I used to be in a gang. They were my whole existence. If you asked me who I was, I would have said, I'm a murdering bastard. Once I got away, I realized how small-minded that was. I was Sam before I was a murdering bastard, but that's how I was choosing to brand myself. My old gang's still around, and they're still branding themselves like that. They can't see themselves as anything but killers.
Very astute, Samuel. I favor the clinical term, however, which is labeling.
Labeling, okay.
You correctly discovered that labeling is a reductive.
I liked what we were calling
When
it
we call
before.
ourselves names, even if we find them accurate. We create prophecies we are doomed to fulfill. For millennia, I thought of myself as a killer. It was not untrue that killing was how I made my way in the world. I was an unstoppable warrior and assassin. But with this label, I limited myself for ages. I did not only kill people, I also killed potential aspirations I might have had. See whether you can catch me doing some labeling in my next few statements.
Let's do this!
I am so old, I am ancient.
No?
Call me whatever you like, but don't call me late for dinner. How shall I describe myself? Yes, I am a mass murderer.
Well, that's about as clear a labeling as it gets. Yeah, we vampires tend to do a lot of killing, but reducing ourselves to killers ain't doing us any favors.
Excellent, Samuel.
Woo!
You are correct.
Did it correct this time.
Cages that we lock ourselves in. I was a mere murderer for most of my existence because that is how I labeled myself.
Yeah, I did the same thing. Sam Walls, the murderer, reprobate, and good for nothing.
Those are not how I would describe the Sam Walls I see before me.
Hey, yo, are we flirting?
Did you have more revelations to tell me about?
I think that's all of them. Or at least the ones that were the most obvious to me.
That you recognize the concept of cognitive distortions at all is most impressive, Samuel. What took me nearly 3 millennia to understand took you merely 2 centuries.
Damn, I'm never gonna catch up.
Oh, come on, you're just flattering me. I'm just a dope stumbling his way through one life.
Are you now? Tell me, Samuel, what kind of cognitive distortion are you exhibiting when you call yourself a dope?
Labeling!
Yeah, I'm doing some labeling. I gotta watch myself, huh?
As long as we retain any humanity, we will have cognitive distortions. What we are aiming for is not to become perfect beings, but to understand and accept ourselves. As long as we can recognize cognitive distortions, we can address our real challenges. One cannot drink blood from a straw man, after all.
This is actually kind of philosophical. I like it.
I ain't never heard that one before, but I like it.
If it helps solidify the concept in your mind, then I am well satisfied. I know you came to learn from me, so I will do my best to honor your good intentions. Let us ensure that you understand the concepts of labeling, control fallacies, and Nosferatu thinking. I will give you a series of statements, and each one will contain a cognitive distortion for you to identify. I will begin. If I invite over my vampire friends, I know I'm going to have to deal with guano all over the place when they turn into bats at the end of the night.
Well, that ain't right. He's acting powerless, like a man clinging to the whiskey bottle. What Andromaco say that distortion was?
If I invite over my vampire friends...
Well, that ain't right. He's acting
Ah!
powerless, like a man.
If I...
Well, there's a control fallacy, sir. You're acting like you've got no control, but you could lay down
At
some
least my
ground
inner
rules for
thoughts stopped me
guests.
from
Or some
accidentally
newspaper.
picking the wrong one.
or express concern to my friends that they have not been toilet trained. Very good, Samuel. Let me try another. I am Andromachus, the ancient darkness, the scourge of the Mediterranean, the mortal's bane.
Labeling?
Well, that's definitely some intense labeling. Those are some hard names to get over.
You are not wrong. Those names followed me for millennia. It was most stifling. Let me try another then. If my club's revenues do not significantly increase, I will end up living on the street.
That there's got to be Nosferatu thinking. There's a huge space between making a ton of profit and living on the street.
Indeed, you are correct. I run my club at a considerable loss, but 3,000 years of banking interest means that money is not really an object to me anyway.
Ah, you don't say.
Samuel, now I am not only intrigued by you, but also impressed. I would very much like to teach you my ways, but I must demand something of you first.
Alright, let me bend over.
Anything. I'm here to learn.
You must receive therapy yourself. I will not have you seeing clients without a commitment to your own mental health.
Oh, now, hold on just a minute. I don't know that I need therapy. I'm feeling pretty good about myself these days.
Samuel, we all need therapy to live in this world. You have been speaking in cognitive distortions since the moment you walked into my office.
I have. I didn't even notice.
Okay, have a safe drive, Craig.
They are most insidious, but I am here to help you identify and challenge them. You have walked alone for too long, Samuel. Allow me to share my experience with you.
Well, all right, if you say so. I appreciate your taking the time to work on this old cowpoke.
We have all the time in the world, Samuel. But for now, you must be eager for something fresh. Please, dance, drink your fill. We will begin tomorrow.
Heck yeah!
Okay then. Well, sir, it's been an honor.
It's time to party.
Call me sir, you know.
Oh.
All right then, Andromachos.
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 Hey, Andromachos.
We could call him Daddy.
Just call me Andy.
Andy! Whoops, I got a bit excited there. Andy.
All right, Andy. I'll see you tomorrow then.
Oh. 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 Game, come back to me. There we go. Oh, the music's back.
Dang, look at all them mortals, sweating, blood pumping. I am thirsty. There ain't no power on this earth that'll get me on a dance floor.
Why are we playing such a stick in the mud?
Maybe I'll see if the bartender's got anything for me.
If it isn't Clint
It's Crimson again.
How'd it go, cowboy?
Clint Eastwood, how dare you?
Seems I'll be sticking around. Guess I'd better get used to things around here.
Good to hear. About time someone helped Andy with his work. Seems you vampires have a lot of problems to fix. Name's Crimson, by the way.
Fine meeting you, Crimson. How do you know so much about what Andy's doing?
Pillow talk. I'm his blood partner.
Oh. Oh.
No shit. How's a mortal get hooked up with an ancient vampire?
Lucky.
I'm a rock climber. I stumbled into one of his lairs in Madagascar, found a cave while climbing a mountain, and there he was, naked in a hot tub.
Now that is something I would like to see.
Dang. Must have been a sight.
Exactly.
You ain't kidding, cowboy. Didn't expect a luxury apartment with a gorgeous naked vampire inside of a mountain. We hit it off, and he asked me to come back here with him. I like an adventure, so I said, what the hell? I'll date the gorgeous Dracula. But what are you doing talking to me, cowboy? The blood's running hot on the dance floor, and these kids don't mind a little biting.
Oh.
There ain't no way I'm dancing. There's gotta be a better way to get something fresh to drink.
Reinhard, look. It's the sexy old guy again.
You should buy us a drink, old guy. You'll probably get lucky. Actually, you will definitely get lucky.
Oh, they're both into us. I love this.
Pleasures of the flesh ain't exactly what I'm after tonight.
That's because you haven't experienced these pleasures with us yet. Buy us a drink and you will discover great satisfaction by uns.
Oh, none of these options are the one I want. Damn, we ain't get freaky yet. Let's just say no.
I ain't buying you a drink. You ain't exactly my type.
Oh, we don't want to marry you. We just want to have fun with you.
Okay, he said no.
You kids are too much. Look, kids, you seem like nice enough folks, but I wasn't planning on buying drinks tonight.
Stop teasing the cowboy, Kinder. They're just messing with you. Drinks are free here.
Dang, really? I ain't never been to a saloon with free hooch.
Call it a drink exchange.
Huh. So, everyone here knows they might be sharing blood?
Only as long as there's consent. We like to create a safe environment here.
Dang!
Why don't you take Reinhard and Maxie here back to the kink room?
There's a kink room? Wow.
Wait, kink room?
You're not in Kansas anymore, cowboy. We are not afraid of sex here.
I'm from Missouri, but point taken.
Nobody has to do anything they don't want to do in there. Just have fun and drink your fill, handsome. I'm sure I'll be seeing plenty of you. Maxie, Reinhard, this is one of our special customers.
I'm really hoping that whatever happens next is Twitch safe. Because I have no idea.
Ach so, ein Vampir. I'm thinking we are all getting lucky.
Please, please, Twitch gods, don't smite me.
My neck scrubs with anticipation.
Dang. Guess I'm going to a kink room then. Thanks, Crimson.
Wait. I would think if there was going to be nudity, there'd be some kind of a filter for it, so I don't think there is going to be any nudity.
Yeah, well, you got me pegged.
No pegging, please!
Is that what we are doing now? Give me the document and I will sign myself up for it.
I really ain't in Missouri no more. Look, I'm more into biting.
Oh, your teeth look perfect. Are you going to bite me with those?
That's the plan. Who's going first?
Oh, me.
Oh, damn.
Well, step right on up. Remember, Sammy boy, just stick the tips of them fangs into the blue veins and we'll all have a nice time.
Oh! Oh! I'm assuming I have to click and...
Du Dummkopf, du hast mir in die Arterie gebissen.
What?
Well, quit moving.
Okay, I got it wrong.
Oh, das hat sich gut angefühlt.
What?
Oh, that's a good thing.
Is it my turn yet?
Oh.
Sure thing, come on over.
Okay. I'm trying to... Is it... Because it's also coming up by that. Are we aiming for like here or here? I don't know. I'm just gonna go for...
Dang it, that collar's in the way.
Oh, the challenge makes it more fun.
Okay, we need to not hit the collar.
Oh, Reinhard, the hot old vampire wore me out.
Me too, Maxie. I feel as though I have set up a mail server.
Reinhard, mein Sucke Fledermaus. Ich bin so müde, sexy zu sein.
I will get us a taxi cab, Liebchen. Und du, cowboy? Next time we will talk about that thing you mentioned earlier.
What thing? What thing? What?
Oh, right, that thing.
Huh?
Now that I've had something to drink, I should probably get to my coffin.
Oh, he's probably being literal.
I see you got your fill. Are you heading out?
Yeah, I figure I could use some shut-eye. I locked up my coffin over at the storage center.
Storage center? Please, you can use my guest coffin. I insist. You must be well rested for the challenges ahead.
We're gonna stay at his place?
Guess I got a big night tomorrow, huh? I should get a good day's sleep.
Wonderful. Please, follow me.
Well, dang. This is mighty plush. Guess it's one of them smart coffins.
Oh, heck yeah, because that looks... Okay, it looks great.
Let's see what's on TV.
There's a TV in the coffin too. Damn.
Hey, I remember this movie. We were so proud to finally get some representation. I'm not sure I should stay up watching movies, though. Well, ain't much else to do in here. I think it's about time I hit the hay. Hope I'm cut out for all this.
Okay.
Samuel, good evening. I hope you slept well.
Do we... Oh! We keep like an actual diary of what we do. That's nice.
Like the dead, as they say.
I was hoping to save you some breakfast, but I've already sent them on their way.
Oh, that's all right. I'm still pretty full from last night. Them goth types were practically throwing themselves at me.
I am not surprised. Perhaps I should be concerned that some of my guests will follow you home.
Well, gosh, if I still had mortal circulation, I'd be blushing.
Why are you so embarrassed, Samuel?
Ah, hell. Guess we should just save it for therapy, huh? We gonna get started now?
If you like.
Why not? I'm eager to get going. Let loose, Doc.
Very well. Let's start with the first question any therapist asks then. What brought you to me? Why is becoming a therapist so important to you?
Well, gosh, I remember what it was like, being all angry, hungry, and scared all the time. It ain't no way to live. When I see vampires acting the way I used to, I just need to show them there's more to unlife.
And why is that up to you?
You, of all people, know how lost our kind can be. Preying on the weak, dating mortal high schoolers. I've got to make them see their potential. That's what I'm here for. I know it.
That is a lot of responsibility to place on yourself.
You got a funny look in your eye. Am I doing one of them distortion things?
You are most perceptive. Yes. Perhaps you can tell me what it is. When you say you are here to make vampires see the world differently, in what way are you distorting reality?
Control fallacy.
Well, I guess that's a control fallacy, right? I can't assume I'll be able to help other vampires the way I was helped.
Exactly.
Very good, Samuel. Control fallacies are hard to avoid when one feels strongly about something. Your fate is not to transform every vampire you ever meet, even those who are your clients. You will do what you can do, and that is enough. But I am eager to learn how you develop this desire to help our kin find a different way of thinking.
Well, like I told you when I first V-mailed you, I was a real nasty son of a bitch when I first became a vampire. When I look back and see what a no-account piece of shit I was, I ain't nothing but embarrassed. It all seems pretty stupid to me now. Here we are living forever and all we can do is kill? It's the dumbest thing I ever did here.
I'm going to stop you for a moment. Stupid, no-account piece of shit, nasty son of a bitch, dumbest thing. Do you hear the way you are talking about yourself?
It's labeling.
With respect, sir, I earned all them names. I killed women and children. Half the ghost towns out west are my doing. I didn't think of nobody but myself.
Oh. Yeah, there's some interesting things happening in this game. I don't know if it's gonna get, like, spicier at all. We'll have to see.
Pretend you are my therapist. If I sat here and called myself a no-account piece of shit, what would you tell me?
It's labeling.
Doing some labeling. And I guess I'd tell you to look at yourself a little more kindly.
Extend the same compassion to yourself then, Samuel. How are you to move on from being a nasty son of a bitch if you are labeling yourself?
In his like accent, it sounds so funny for him to say something like that.
If you wish to be a guide to other vampires, you must start with compassion for them and for yourself. So, now that you've gotten all that horrible name-calling out of the way, please tell me, how did you find your sense of purpose?
Well, I was on the run, you see. The Wild West was ending, and the Pinkertons were starting to get the better of my gang. I went into hiding and found a strange group of folks out in the country. They knew I was an outlaw right away, but they didn't judge me for it. They didn't even care that I was a vampire. They welcomed me like a friend, even shared their blood with me. They taught me how to appreciate the beauty of the night, and I started seeing things I'd never noticed before. They taught me my letters, philosophy, and how to question things instead of being scared of them. I think about them every day of my own life. They somehow freed themselves of all the judgments of the time and were better off for it.
These must have been the 19th century American transcendentalists, yes?
Yes, sir. I'm glad I died when I did, because their like just don't exist no more. Once my community died out, I started walking. That was something else they taught me how to do. There ain't nothing like having a walk and a think. I walked in nature for about 90 years, and just took in all the grace and beauty of my country. I guess I was kind of selfish, though. I should have been helping other vampires the way the Transcendentalists helped me.
Why?
Why waste 90 years walking when I should have been helping others? Seems pretty obvious to me. I could have done a lot of good in that time.
But your should turns that which you could find fulfilling into a duty. You create an extrinsic motivator. Should statements are another cognitive distortion, something created by your own mind. Nature asks almost nothing of you. Even if your should comes from a place of good, it creates undue pressure. And what do we do once we are pressured? We resent the shoulds. We procrastinate. And as you know, we have a lot of time to procrastinate.
Huh, you got that right. Why do today what you could do next century?
Exactly. Should statements remove the intrinsic joy from that which you find fulfilling?
Hold on, though. Ain't there some things we really should do?
Of course, there are things we must do. But nature herself tells us what they are. We invent the rest. Here, let me give you an exercise. Listen closely. See whether you can find the should statement that is a distortion. I should go to the vampire dentist. You know what they say. If you have bad fangs, you get bad blood. I should drink blood today. I should take my blood partner Crimson out on a date.
I don't know.
Saying you should take Crimson out on a date is a should statement. You've turned something you want to do into something you have to do.
That's right, Samuel. You know, I couldn't be more pleased with you. Your time in nature was clearly well spent.
Heck yeah.
Well, thanks, I suppose. But if you don't mind my saying so, I hope you're treating that mortal lady right.
Thank you. Please, ask her yourself.
I bet he is.
I imagine she would share her blood with you. You look like her type.
Oh, they're open. Okay.
Hold on. I've only been in Europe for a couple of days. I ain't gonna go after my teacher's girlfriend.
She does what she wishes, and that is why I chose her as my blood partner.
Okay.
Samuel, even if it beats no longer, you have a good heart. I think you will be an excellent therapist.
So far, that good heart of mine hasn't amounted to much, but I'm willing to give it my best shot.
You are uncomfortable with praise, aren't you, Samuel? Every time I say something positive, you find a way to negate it.
I just don't think I should be doing any bragging. I spent my first 50 years killing. I spent the next 90 walking in the woods. I've tried to walk a better path since then, but I ain't no saint, Auntie.
I did not say you were. Having met several so-called saints, I can attest that none of them were either.
Oh.
I understand your discomfort, Samuel. I, too, have done terrible things that I cannot erase. But is erasing the good I have done worthwhile?
Well, I guess when you put it like that, it sounds kind of silly.
It's another cognitive distortion, one that mortal psychologists call disqualifying the positive.
Okay, we've got a lot of buttons now.
I understand that the actions of your past are difficult to bear, but what we are here to do is accept reality, with both its positive and negative aspects. I am not saying that you should disqualify your negative actions, but merely note when you disqualify the positive ones. Let us try an exercise. See whether you can challenge me when I disqualify my positive deeds. I am Andromachos, one of the most powerful vampires alive. Before I became the vampire I am now, I did exceptionally terrible things. I have defiled the innocent. I have killed countless people. The good I now do pales in comparison to the evil I have done.
That's the one. You're literally disqualifying the positive by comparing it to the evil stuff you've done.
Yeah.
Well done, Samuel. I believe the recognition of this distortion will serve you well when you start to see clients tomorrow.
We're already starting?
Whoa, tomorrow? I only just started learning these here cognitive distortion things.
Yeah, but we filled out our whole bar. We've got them all now. We've got a collection.
I will, of course, be with you. You needn't worry. I can sense your instincts and will help you.
Love how my mic picks up
But
all
tomorrow,
of that.
I just don't feel ready yet.
My friend, we are never truly ready.
Yeah,
but
true.
if it would ease your concerns, we can practice with further examples. Would that be helpful to you?
I'm as ready as I'll ever
I think
be.
I'm good.
All right, Samuel. You must be hungry now. I suggest you get the liter inside you. We have a big night tomorrow.
Get a liter inside you. Ah!
How much is a liter?
Just get enough to drink, Samuel. We will not be able to work if you are hungry or tired.
Oh yeah, he's American. He wouldn't use liters.
Now, please excuse me. I do have a date with Crimson tonight. I suspect I shall not return until nearly morning.
Yeah, you guys have fun.
Yeah, of course. I hope you have a nice night out, Mr. Andy.
You as well, Samuel. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace. Oh, this game has me cracking up. I love it. We're gonna be a therapist. But not before we...
Samuel, glad to see you are awake.
I thought we were gonna go on a night out again.
What, already? Look, Mr. Andy, sir, are you sure I'm ready for this? These are people's brains I'm messing with.
You mess with people's blood, so what's the difference?
Fear not, my friend. You are a powerful vampire in your own right. To be so young and have so much empathy is quite a gift.
Heck yeah.
All you need to do is listen, and I know the truth will reveal itself to you.
Shucks, wish I had your confidence.
Well, to a limited extent, I can see the future. If you are about to misinterpret a client's distortions, I will set you back on the right path.
Nice.
You can see the future?
It's not that impressive, really. You start to see the patterns after 1,000 years or so.
Wait.
Well, dang. If seeing the future ain't impressive, that's gotta be a distortion. Disqualifying the positive, it's gotta be.
You barely require my aid as it is.
Yeah!
If you need guidance, I will provide it to you telepathically.
Telepathic. Oh! Mr. Andy's gonna get in our head.
When you are 3,000, such things will cease to impress you. Let us look at your first client's case file.
Dr. Drain, huh? You ain't got no first name?
Wait. Let's. Wait, no.
One name. Families and titles seem to
Can I turn the autoplay off?
After a certain age.
Dr. Drain is a class of 1614 graduate of the Royal College of Physicians. He has been, I mean, back then it would have been like medieval. He has been studying the nature of blood for the last several centuries. Became a vampire after a post-mortem blood transfusion experiment, and now runs a global pharmaceutical research company. Is now concerned that he has developed an addiction to a drug of his own formulation. Suggestion: detect strong irritability on the phone, investigate Drain's drinking and sleeping habits. Okay.
Huh. So is it funny that he kept the title?
Indeed. You catch on quickly, despite your habit of disqualifying the positive. I will let you work now. I shall be meditating in my coffin, but I will sense when you need my help.
But
Samuel, I know you can handle this. Be yourself, and all will be well.
Satan bless it all, I hate flying.
He's got that Don Bluth haircut.
Hey there. God's blood, what on earth are you?
Oh, British accent.
My name's Sam. I'm the new therapist. Make yourself comfortable, Dr. Drain. And American as well. Good God. It's not enough for you lot to take over the world of the living. Even the halls of the dead aren't safe from you.
Oh
well. I suppose your lot are all into this touchy-feely stuff, aren't you? And ignorance, even American ignorance, is bliss, I suppose. Oh, sweet ignorance, how I do wish I knew thee.
Aw, he's being so mean to us already. I hate it.
Damn it, how am I gonna work with this fella? I gotta ask him.
Are you alright, Samuel?
Oh.
You gave me this fella as my first client?
Why not? He is clearly hiding very little about his state of mind.
How am I supposed to help him when he already sees me as the bad guy?
Use your instincts, Samuel. Think about how you have felt in your darkest hours. What does this poor vampire want?
I know it. He needs a reality check, not wants it though. He just wants to complain.
He just wants to complain.
Perceptive, Samuel. He can hardly stop himself, can he?
So what? I just let him complain?
Of course. Just give him a starting point to let it all out. It will make him feel better.
Well, if you say so.
Don't worry, Samuel. You are doing wonderfully. I will release your time now.
Well, are you just going to sit there? I was just gonna ask how your trip here was. My trip was bloody wonderful. Until my familiar got a flat tire and I had to fly 30 kilometers here as a bat. I hate being a bat and I hate flying. Do you know an owl tried to eat me? Me, a creature that has lived for centuries, treated like common prey. I'm surprised he was even interested. You should see what an ugly little beastie I am when I transform. All I could do was screech and squeak until he went away. Well, I suppose I'm alive, in a manner of speaking anyway.
In a manner of speaking.
You all right there, pal? Yes, I'm fine. Well, I'm not, of course. I wouldn't be here otherwise. But for the sake of conversational integrity, fine. I take it you've read my case file and know why I'm here?
He has an addiction.
You're here for an addiction problem. Yes. Embarrassing, isn't it? What's to be embarrassed about? I remember when Ulysses S. Grant was president. Didn't seem to bother him. Oh, well, of course. How wonderful it is that I share the mental failings of people who only live a single lifetime. Hey, come on now. There's a part of us that's still mortal. Can't help that, just like we can't help being dead. So I'm discovering. Look, I just need some tips and I'll be on my way. Just give me all the tricks. Whatever one does to make addictions go away.
Okay. Before we address the fact that, that's not how that works. Not what I wanted to do.
Tips? Let me think.
There are no easy solutions.
Partner, there ain't no tips that'll magically cure you.
Yeah.
I'm here to listen. You know, I never in my life thought anyone would ever call me partner. Like partner, but not with a T.
Okay, but stop being rude.
And I know how you English love your tea. Thank goodness we can still process tea. We cannot live on blood alone.
It feels like a dumb loophole that this British vampire can still drink tea.
I appreciate the concern, though. I must admit, I rather saw myself above this whole addiction thing. But tell you what, let's not worry about being above or below anything. You're here now, so let's see what we can do. What exactly are you addicted to? It's a form of plasma, a catalytic compound of my own design, a necessary component of my own scientific goals. You're losing me.
Yeah.
Well, let me try to make it simple. I have been able to replicate and even alter the molecular patterns that vampiric erythrocyte surface receptors receive.
No, that's not simpler.
Our unique physiology gives us an increased ligand affinity, which is how we are able to process blood the way that we do. I can extend this receptivity and thus achieve my true goal: synthetic blood, freedom from the hunger that plagues us, and hope for all humanity. Well, dang, that sounds pretty impressive, Doc. Well, it doesn't work without a vampiric catalyst, and that is the plasma I am addicted to. Pathetic, isn't it? I have spent 400 years trying to steal the secret of blood, only to be engulfed by it, like Prometheus walking into a fireplace. Pathetic? Doc, where the heck would you get a word like that? You've come up with a synthetic blood. Man, I can barely get my spurs on some mornings. Maybe you had a setback or two, but give yourself a little credit, compadre. Credit? For wasting 400 years? Practically speaking, I'm in the same place as I was back when King James was in power. Only now I have a drug problem. Perhaps I must face facts. My professor was right. Nothing we ever do will make a damned bit of difference.
Samuel, listen to him. Do you recognize his patterns of thought?
Yeah, he's disqualifying the positive.
There's some distortions in there, ain't there?
I knew you would sense them. Invite him to talk more about this failure of his.
I'll do my best. Now hold on just a minute there, cowpoke. I've heard you talk a lot about failure. But it sure sounds to me like you ain't thinking clearly if you think you're a failure. I am a realist, that's all. Look at me. 400 years of study and still dabbling with leukocytes. I don't know many people who would call working with leukocytes dabbling. I mean, I gotta admit, I have no earthly clue what you're talking about. So unless you made up all them science terms, I think you might be doing more than playing with a chemistry set. Perhaps. But if we consider all there is to know about blood, I know precious little. But you know something. Yes, I concede I might know something about blood. I would hope so after 400 years. You still got more knowledge about blood than most, whether it's been 4 years or 400 years, amigo. Let's get back to what you were saying, though. I'm saying I am surely the oldest, most well-studied doctor in the world. I should have achieved more than this. Well, who said you should have achieved more?
Yes!
Isn't it obvious? I should have something to show for 400 years of work. And what happens if you don't? Absolutely nothing at all.
Exactly.
Well, that's my point. That is not as encouraging as you think it is. Ain't meant to be encouraging, just showing you a little reality. Well, it's all my fault, really. I cannot seem to motivate my scientists to reach the necessary level of dedication. It's always shocking to me how little urgency mortals have around death. So it's all your fault that you haven't come up with the perfect synthetic blood. It can't be anyone else's fault. Only I have the skill, the knowledge, and the experience. Pardon me for saying so, Doc, but it sounds like what you're doing is pretty dang complicated. It sounds to me like you're some kind of god if you expect control over life itself. Please, I'm a scientist, not a spiritualist. It is not control I seek, but understanding. And are you ever gonna have perfect understanding? No, of course not. I'm not a wizard.
I'm not a wizard. I love the way this guy talks.
So how about not putting saving the world on one person, Doc? That is a simplification, but I take your point. As I was saying, now that I'm addicted to my own drug, I have joined the ranks of mortal celebrities in my utter irrelevance.
I don't know which one this is. It's kind of distracting having the club music in the background whilst doing this very, very deep talk. I think this is Nosferatu thinking.
That's a pretty dark read on things. You know, lots of folks get over their addictions. Yes, but not me.
But you could.
I'm trying to tell you that even if you are addicted, that ain't the end, hermano. You got a lot of life and opportunity left in you. If you can call this life. Now hold on there, that's what I call Nosferatu thinking, straight from the coffin. Life ain't all black and white, it's got its shades of gray too, you know. Well played, cowpoke. Perhaps I am being a little dramatic.
You're being a lot dramatic.
Yes, I'm aware that in reality progress has been made, enough to get to this point. But I didn't come here to ask for a pat on the back and to be told I'm a good boy.
But are you a good boy?
Ain't my department, but I hear they do some of that stuff downstairs.
We were just like, hey, if you're into that, go downstairs and take part.
Yes, we all know very well that the Continentals are more sexually liberated than we are. But as I say, I don't want all this therapy stuff. I just want to stop using this damn drug.
And you're in control of that.
So what's so good about this stuff anyway? Why do you like it? I'm not certain. I don't remember what happens after I take it, but I wake up feeling, how do I put this, alive. Well, that don't sound so bad. A good nap can make me feel like a new man. I'm not talking about feeling refreshed. I mean I feel alive. As if I'm someone else. Someone who lives.
Ooh.
And I wake up and find, oh gracious me, I am not depressed. You mean to tell me that you're going to sleep depressed every night? Oh, nothing of the sort. Oh well, I'm glad to hear that. You are assuming that I can simply go to sleep and my global scientific enterprise will run itself.
Wait. 1 second.
I just got assaulted!
You got a peppered.
I think you better just come back over.
Can you direct me?
The accent. You better just come back. You better come back.
On the screen,
And I'm back.
Oh, wait just a gosh darn minute. You're telling me you don't sleep? Yes, it's not as though we can get much deader already, and I have work to do.
Oh, that's probably not helping anything, you not sleeping.
So you're not sleeping, and you're always depressed. I think we're starting to get somewhere. Oh, don't be such a bumpkin. If you are a sapient individual aware of the world around you, depression is the only sensible reaction. It has nothing to do with sleep.
I think it does.
Regardless, I didn't come here to be a whiner. Oh, boo-hoo, life is hard. Yes, we all know it's hard. In the moments I wake up, I feel free. I suppose it must be what being an ignoramus feels like. You honestly think feeling good makes you an ignoramus? The phrase ignorance is bliss is most apt, don't you think? But by calling yourself an ignoramus, you're making bliss something to be avoided. Yes, unfortunate how that works, isn't it? The only way to be happy is by being a fool. Partner, those are your labels. Try using something more positive and see how you feel. What, shall I say that by being ignorant, I am a noble genius? Still just labels. It wears off rather quickly, but I must admit that I've been chasing that feeling of false contentment. Partner, I gotta cut in here. You're saying a lot of things that just ain't true. Start from the top. Oh, don't be such a bumpkin. If you are a sapient individual, aware of the world around you, depression is the only sensible reaction. It has nothing to do with sleep.
Depression is the only sensible reaction. He makes the goths downstairs seem almost joyous in their perspectives, doesn't he?
Oh, don't be such a bumpkin. If you are a sapient individual, come on now, it's a big world out there, and different things are depressing to different people. Everyone reacts to things differently. Ain't it true that a sensible person, as you call them, might even be a different degree of depressed? Very well, I suppose I might have been using a bit of mild hyperbole. Mild is putting it mildly, Buckaroo. Buckaroo? Now I'm even more depressed. Regardless, I didn't come here to be a whiner. Oh, boo-hoo, life is hard. Yes, we all know it's hard.
Nope,
Dr.
that's not
Crane
the
is
right
calling
one.
himself a
Regardless, I didn't come here to be a whiner. Now, why'd you say coming and talking to me makes you a whiner? Is that not what I currently am?
No.
Sounds to me like you're expressing yourself. Whiner is the word you used.
Are we gonna bring up to the fact that, like, him even coming to therapy is the first step?
Yeah, if you want to call it whining, that's up to you. But that's entirely your label. Oh, very well, call it moaning or whinging if you prefer. Moaning, whinging, bellyaching, still all just labels. I don't believe I shall be using the term bellyaching in any case. But as I was saying... Oh, very well. I suppose I might be discounting my experience. I don't know how to say this, amigo. You really don't like letting yourself be happy. Honestly, I'm failing to see the problem with taking this stuff. Seems like it's making you get the rest you need and it makes you feel good. What's the problem? First of all, I do not need to rest. And partaking of this plasma does have downsides.
Like?
What kind of downsides? I do not know what happens when I partake of the substance. However, when I wake up, I feel refreshed. But I also smell of blood and sex.
Oh dear.
Once I even woke up wearing a football jersey. It was most distasteful. I guess you must be having some kind of good time. That is not my idea of a good time. I'm Dr. Drain. I am intelligent and worldly, not some ill-bred monster. I don't go gallivanting into godforsaken places to engage in depraved coitus and the consumption of dirty blood. It sounds to me like you're real good at denying yourself things. Well, I should be better at it.
Aha!
Yo, Doc, a wise old vampire recently told me something I'm about to tell you. You keep talking about the things you should be doing. You, compadre, are shoulding all over yourself.
Oh, that was clever.
Oh, well, that is vivid, isn't it? I can now add incontinence to my already considerable list of faults. I'm being serious. I'm listening to you tell me I should be doing this, and I shouldn't be doing that. But who gave you all them shoulds and shouldn'ts? I don't know. It shouldn't matter, should it? I've been dead for over 400 years. It's the oldest stuff that sticks with us, amigo. We all got traumas. Heck, we're dead, man. That's traumatic no matter what. What we gotta start with is you. You've been through a lot. Don't rope yourself up so tight. Listen, we're doing good work already, I know it. Now, let's not push too hard. I would really like you to think about where all them shoulds are coming from before we meet again. And be good to yourself, all right, partner? Don't feel like you gotta go cold turkey on that plasma stuff. Yes, well, all the same, I'd rather not do it at all. Is that actually gonna happen, though? It might. You're dipping into it tonight, aren't you? I was thinking about it.
When we called him out, we were like, you're gonna do that tonight, aren't you?
All right, partner. Just give yourself a little compassion. That's all I'm asking. I'll admit, you've given me some things to think about. Not pleasant ones, mind. You can handle it, partner. You're way smarter than I am. Yes, well, that is certainly true. Very well. I shall do some reflecting, inasmuch as our kind can reflect. I shall see you in precisely 4 weeks, then. Farewell, Sam.
Woo, we did it!
Masterfully done, Samuel. I knew you would do well, but that doesn't make me any less pleased.
Well, that was a hell of a rush. That fella's holding on tighter than a holster to a gunslinger's hip. It felt real good to help him look at himself a little more kindly.
Good, Samuel. Treasure this feeling. But also rest. Go downstairs, get something to drink, relax in your coffin.
Do we actually get to party this time?
Next week you shall see a new client. I think they will be an interesting challenge for you. I bid you good evening, Samuel. Rest in peace.
You too, Andy. Well, I guess it's time I got me some grub. Well, that's it, I guess. My first client. Can't believe I'm doing this therapy stuff already. Sure could use a drink. I'll check in with Crimson.
Well, if it isn't Yosemite Sam, how you doing tonight, partner?
She's gonna call us some stereotype every single time. Also, this music. Heck yeah.
Better already, hearing from someone from the States who knows the lingo.
I'm not from any states, cowpoke. District of Columbia girl here.
I figured you must have been coastal. You sound a little more, polished than I do.
You should hear my German.
Oh, Maybe some other time. My brain's full tonight. I had my first therapy session with a real client.
Oh, yeah? How do you think it went?
It was good.
I reckon it was a bullseye on my end. You should have seen me. Labeling, blam, disqualifying the positive, kapow.
Kapow!
I'm glad to hear it. Someone has got to sort these vamps out. They know how to hold on to their problems.
You ain't kidding. Living or dead, once people hit 70, they get pretty dang set in their ways.
You know Andy still uses a typewriter? I can't get that gorgeous man to see the light. Keep it up, cowboy. You're a breath of fresh air for these ancient ones.
Anyone ever tell you you're wise beyond your years, Crimson? You must have had some life.
Afraid I'm exactly as wise as my years. How old do you think I am, cowboy?
Ooh. This is hot water. We better answer carefully. I'm not gonna fall for this, actually.
I'm gonna do the gentlemanly thing and not hazard a guess.
Yeah.
You would have gotten it wrong anyway. I'm 50 years young.
Really? Oh my gosh.
50? I died around that age and I looked like shit. But you ain't a vampire.
Like I told you, I'm Andy's blood partner. He shares his blood with me too, just not enough to turn me into one of you.
Oh, sign me the fuck up! Okay, she's got hot vampire that I'm assuming she gets to lay with, and then gets to look young forever because he is sharing his vampiric blood with her. Sign me the fuck up!
I've been 30 for a good while now.
But you ain't joining our team? Sounds like a story.
Not for tonight, buckaroo. I bet you're thirsty after a big night. Andy told me to give this to you.
Oh yeah? What is it?
We had a group of Americans come in last week who donated their blood. Andy can't stand the stuff. He says the blood glucose levels are too high, but he thought you'd appreciate it.
Oh, it ain't so bad. I gotta ask though, what does Andy's blood taste like?
To me, it tastes like life itself, cowboy.
Blech. I bet it tastes gross.
I ain't sure I understand.
Never you mind. Look, Tex, I've got some customers to serve, so go enjoy your juice, okay?
Juice.
Of course. I'm keen to get some rest anyway. You have yourself a fine night, Crimson.
Okay, we didn't have to prey on any mortals tonight, which is good. Oh, we're back upstairs.
He is my incredible protege.
Ayo.
Oh, come on now, I have no idea what I'm doing.
But we do!
Evidence stands against that reasoning, my friend. Do we need to talk about disqualifying the positive again?
Yeah.
Alright, I get it. I guess I've been muddling through okay.
You've been doing wonderfully. I hope you are ready for a bit of a challenge tonight. Your next client has been known to be somewhat difficult.
And just before that, I'm going to take a quick break. I will be right back.
Is still half marks. I still class this as a victory.
Yep. Oh.
I just wanted to get the bodies out, I'm not gonna lie. I wanted to save money.
You were really
Hi, Bunny!
with that one, weren't you?
Marks, I will take it.
No, the chorus of shouts going on.
There was so many people being like, fucking.
You can do it! Smooth getaway.
Oh, why did I do that?
Oh my god.
Shut up!
Oh, play it slow, I'll take it. Oh, that is getting clipped.
It is. Oh gosh.
Oh.
What is that? Oh.
we were in a reactor. We were in a reactor, and I was doing my task counting the numbers from 1 to 10. Right next to me, there's a dead body, and there's Mia and Hannah, stacked on top of each other.
Oh.
However, right as I was exiting my task, I'm seeing somebody pink going from right to left, right over yellow.
I think I was about to get murdered.
Not what they ordered. We have to go again. Wait, let me get the... can you hear me, or is this just... Am I just doing this on my own?
I can hear you.
You're just ignoring me!
No, well, maybe. You're being kind of annoying.
You're being annoying. You're not listening to a word I'm saying. Raspberry and coffee. Okay, dude. Here you go.
Oh, what's happening?
There we go. And then, here you go. Take it. Can't wait to eat this. Okay. I thought he was going to say, I can't eat this. And I'm like, bro.
Raspberry and coffee.
Okay, cones. I will unload stigmas around mental health that you believe need to be challenged or changed, not stigmas.
That if you have depression, that you're weak. If you
Oh
have
yeah, I
anxiety,
hate that
you're
one.
Weak. If you have PTSD, that you're weak. If you struggle with anything mentally, that you're weak. Believe me, somebody who is
Somebody
able to
clip
deal
this
with the
out of
fucking
context.
Problems, yeah. If you are able to deal with the fucking problems you've got and carry on day to day, you are stronger than.
Alright, we're back. Thanks for being patient with me, guys.
Here, look at her intake form.
Isabella D'Este. Dang, she's got some funny tasting hats.
Renaissance, huh? Isabella d'Este was a key figure in the Italian Renaissance, funding the works of Leonardo da Vinci, I'm gonna struggle. Andrea Mantegna and Michelangelo. She received a humanist education and knows much about history, art, music, and philosophy. She comes from a highly aristocratic background, but has endured considerable family issues through generations. She states that she is undergoing an existential immortality crisis, suggesting that her life and unlife have been meaningless. Suggestion: be exceedingly polite. Yep, if she's as high society as we think, we should be careful. Okay, so... existential crisis.
I think you should get along quite well then.
Walked right into that one.
Isabella is not your average vampire. She was once the powerful matriarch of one of the most influential families in Europe.
Oh.
She fraternized with popes and kings, and she also wielded great power over the art world.
Oh.
Some say that she was the model for the Mona Lisa.
Oh! Okay, we're getting into it then.
One of them highfalutin types, huh? I don't think she's gonna like me much.
Highfalutin.
She is as human as any of us, Samuel. I already know you will find a way to relate with her.
If you say so.
Remember, you can always seek my advice if you feel lost. You are not alone, but I hear the beating of elegant wings. Breathe, Samuel. Oh, and do be polite.
Goodness. So you
Whoa,
are the
she looks
safest
cool.
Andromachos told me of. I was not expecting someone so rugged.
I love her accent.
Sam Walls at your service, ma'am.
You are a therapist.
Well, that's what I'm here for, ma'am.
Enough with this, ma'am. I am not running a whorehouse. You may call me Senora.
I love how all of my options are horrendous. Alright, Senora. Alright, Senora. Alright, Senora. I'm gonna go for the last one.
Alright, Senora.
You have seen my what? Have you been peeking under my skirt, man?
No. Oh, we're getting ourselves in trouble.
What are you talking about, lady?
Signora. Say it.
Signora.
Signora. Signora.
Signora?
Porca miseria, this is not going to be easy, is it?
Therapy ain't never easy, Signora.
So, therapy is always easy then?
I said it ain't never easy, Signora.
A double negative.
Is therapy easy or is it not?
Not, I guess.
Oh, how are we to examine my inner demons if your own speech is so diabolical?
You know what? Let's start over. Greetings and salutations, Signora. I am most honored to receive you in my humble office.
Very well. I suppose it will do.
I'm just here to help, Signora. It says here on your intake forms that you've been having a tough time lately.
A tough time? Indeed, yes, it has been a tough time. The realization that not only am I a corpse, but that I have been a useless corpse for nearly 400 years is a tough time.
No, I don't think so.
So what's set off this feeling that you're a corpse?
I saw a film at the cinema.
Hey, I love the cinema.
Actors. Because of her art background, I'm assuming she would appreciate the art side of the movies and not the movies themselves or the glamour that comes with it.
Hot dang, them actors can really light up the screen sometimes. I'll admit, I'm pretty into the celebrity gossip scene. Who's hooking up with who's making waves. I can't get enough of it.
Okay, she's not going to care for that, never mind.
A foolish obsession. One must appreciate art, not the artist. If common mortals knew what Caravaggio had done in his free time, they would burn every one of his paintings.
Oh, okay. Also... My phone was going off.
They'd have to know who Caravaggio is first.
Oh? Do you know who Caravaggio is?
No.
Maybe let's get back to talking about what it was you saw at the cinema.
It was a most terrible film. One that shook me to my core. The pain of it lingers with me still 5 years later.
Well, movies can be pretty powerful. Heck, I remember seeing one of the first films. There was a train coming right for the audience. We thought we were dead for sure.
This film was not powerful. It was meaningless. It said nothing, did nothing, less than nothing, as loudly and garishly as possible. And the audience, fools that they were, cheered, applauded this desecration of the mind.
Yes, but what movie was it?
I hate this film with all my being, for it has done the cruelest thing. It has revealed the dark truth. This life that I cling to has no purpose.
Dang, what the heck was this movie?
Space Wars. Rise of the Spacewalker.
I was assuming that maybe it was like a film about zombies. Maybe it was actually a film about, I don't know, vampires that had offended her so badly. No, we're talking about Star Wars. Star Wars has offended her. Is it... I feel like she's maybe taken it... I'm gonna like try and guess what's gonna happen next. Maybe she's taken it really literally that Star Wars is like the past, because it says the fucking galaxy far, far away long ago, or whatever the fuck it says. Maybe she's taken that literally? I don't know. Let's see. Star Wars has caused an existential crisis in a vampire. I love that idea so much. Oh.
Wait a minute. Space Wars, the big science fiction franchise?
Yeah, Yes, I believe it is important to understand modern media diets.
But that's the movie that gave you your personal crisis.
Mind your tone. Do not think me a fool. I know it was not high art. But the money it made, it would make even the Pope blush. This stinking trash. This is what the people want.
Oh! Okay! It's more offensive than I thought it was! She's like, the masses do not want art anymore. They want this stupid Star Wars. Ew! Okay.
You see, I understand now. My attempts to infuse art with meaning were pointless. All that I am, all that I ever was, is dead. Once, I elevated art, and all the world benefited. Why have I lost my power to elevate art now? It was all for nothing. What good was guiding Da Vinci when they sell the Mona Lisa on beer coasters?
Oh, come on now. Just because the Mona Lisa's been on a coaster doesn't mean that's all it's ever been for.
People pay a lot of money to go and see the Mona Lisa, even to this day.
I think you might be downplaying just what an impact you've had on the world.
The world needs no help from me to reduce my life's efforts to cheap commodities.
So just because something gets printed on a t-shirt, that cancels out everything that's good about it?
Yes, that is exactly what it does.
And I thought I was good at disqualifying the positive.
It should not be so. Art should have meaning, purpose. Beauty should expose truth.
You're saying art should have meaning and purpose, but does all art need those things?
No, it does not, and I know where this is coming from. Art doesn't need to mean anything.
What is the purpose of creation otherwise?
Fun! Fun!
How about if I just like doodling? Ain't that a good enough reason to draw?
It is a pointless reason.
Shut up.
Well, maybe I want to do something pointless. All I'm saying is that I don't have the same shoulds you do.
Perhaps you should.
But I don't. I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do.
Which is speak like a peasant.
She's so mean to us.
Heck, that's what I am, Senora. Ain't nothing gonna change that reality. Let's get back to what you were saying.
But it seems I am just a dead woman. A walking corpse who is not worth listening to. I should walk into the sun.
No!
Now why have you gotta go and call yourself names?
They are not names, they are my reality. I am a dead woman, and I am a corpse, am I not?
Is that all you are?
This is how I am defined by the world.
Seems to me you're the one using them names. Hell, I think I'd be a little afraid of calling you a corpse.
As you should be. Allow me to continue.
Just a sec, Senora. You're a smart lady, but you've been saying some stuff that just ain't true. Let's go over what you just said.
We missed something.
You see, I understand now. My attempts to infuse art with meaning were pointless. All that I am, all that I ever was, is dead.
You don't seem that dead to me. We're having this conversation, ain't we? You ain't just lying there decomposing.
It is no different. I might as well be rotting in the ground.
I think you might get pretty bored.
Are you getting smart with me, boy?
Oh. I have just realized something. There is something broken in my chat, and I need to fix it real quick. I'll be right back.
I just got assaulted!
You got a peppered.
I think you better just come back over.
Can you direct me?
The accent. You better just come back. You better come back.
On the screen,
Oh.
we were in a reactor. We were in a reactor, and I was doing my task counting the numbers from 1 to 10. Right next to me, there's a dead body, and there's Mia and Hannah, stacked on top of each other.
Oh.
However,
They're
right as I
laughing a
was,
lot.
right as I was exiting my task, I'm seeing somebody pink going from right to left, right over yellow.
Oh. I think I was about to get murdered.
Oh! Ouch. You okay, dude? Let's photograph him. We really captured the agony! We really captured the busted balls!
Emotional damage!
I'm gonna have this one framed. Alright.
We actually had that. We were in a John Lewis in Westfield in London, and we went into the ladies' bathroom, and like some women are just like shat all over the floor.
Oh no.
Everywhere.
There was a trail.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
But I felt bad because like I think she may have been in the stall next to me, and I was like, I have nothing to help her right now. So I went out, found an employee and was like, hey, I think someone's had an accident. And I just felt so bad. I was like, they're having a shitty day, you could say.
Yeah.
That's not fun for anyone. I hope they're okay.
Yeah, I hope they're okay. I hope they have since cleaned up their act. Okay, I'll stop now. I'll stop now.
Fuck.
Dude, I don't even want to think about that.
You can do it. Smooth getaway.
Oh, why did I do that?
Oh my
Everybody
God.
shut up!
Oh, so I'll take it. Oh, that is getting clipped.
It is. Oh gosh. What
Oh.
was that? Turret! Let me out! No, you bitches! What the fuck? To go off and date her, guess you didn't cheat, but you're still a traitor. Yeah, you're still a traitor. God, I wish that you had thought this through before I went and fell in love with you. Alright, I'm back. I think I've done everything I can to fix the thing that was broken. We shall see. We're gonna save just because I can.
Look, I'm just talking facts. If you're saying all you are is dead, I think you might be doing some Nosferatu thinking. It ain't black and white. You're here. But let's go back to what you were saying.
Once, I elevated art, and all the world benefited. Why have I lost my power to elevate art now?
All the world benefited? There's a lot of people, and they got a lot of different preferences. You can't get them all, can you?
But I could, once upon a time.
This is also keeping in mind that the age she lived in, there was a lot less people, if that makes any sense. There would have been a lot less people, so having control over the current trend would have been a lot easier because it's less people to agree on like what is art. Whereas if we're talking about the current age, there's a lot more people, which means different opinions, different cultures. So that is probably what she's struggling with.
You can't reach everybody, Signora. I hadn't even heard of the Mona Lisa until about 1911.
Did you have any schooling whatsoever?
No, probably not.
No, I didn't. But I don't think anyone in my time knew about the Mona Lisa either.
Oh, how wonderful. You add to my despair.
I'm saying you can't reach everyone, even in your own time.
That is true. I doubt the rabble had much of an opinion about the so-called Great Masters.
We only know what we know. But you were saying.
You know, you make me sound rather mad. Like an old woman railing at the world, screaming into the void, all to no purpose.
Look, Signora, all I'm trying to do is show you where you're a little rigid in your thinking is all. You're expecting a lot from the world and a lot from yourself. It ain't no surprise that you're gonna be disappointed over and over again.
I suppose that is some insight. Indeed, I have been in a state of disappointment from the moment I was 16.
What happened when you were 16?
I got married.
Girlie just said, I got married and was disappointed for the rest of my life. Oh my god. That's actually tragic.
I think I get it.
You absolutely do not get it. You are a man.
Well then, help me understand.
Frankie, my husband. He taught me the meaning of disappointment.
Oh no. Oh no.
He taught me the world was built upon lies. These things men proclaim as values. Truth, beauty, the spiritual. They were all fiction. But if men did not live according to principle, I would. I would set the example and shame them all.
She was really like, men disappoint me, I'm going to be better than them.
Yet, what a fool I have been to think humanity had greater aims.
So, what's this greater aim you're talking about?
I received a humanist education as a child. I was taught that the pathway to God was through rationality and a questioning mind, not slavish devotion to tradition. This world is not Eden, but it could be. Or so I thought.
So you're talking about a literal pathway to God?
No, fool. A pathway to godliness. To live according to our natures. Our true natures.
By being vampires? Question mark?
You mean being vampires?
Come now, boy. Nothing could be further from natural. All this foolish hissing and copulation and blood drinking does not bring us closer to God. But it does give us more time to find the path.
Well, talk to me about this pathway to God. How do you reckon we find this path?
I reckon nothing. I've always known that we can find our way back to God by fulfilling our human potential to be the greatest souls possible. I have always known we must master ourselves and our baser instincts. Virtue must triumph over vice. I have always known that the earthly lives we lead are disgusting, and only war and death can come of them.
The world is very dark to our dear Signora, is it not, Samuel? I did not know my own life was so devoid of meaning.
I have always known that the earthly lives we lead are disgusting, and only war and death can come of them.
No, that's not it.
It's very dark to our dear Signora.
This one.
Hold up just a sec there, cowpoke. You really think all we can do is sow death and destruction?
I do not poke cows. Do I look like a farmer?
I do not poke cows.
Come on, Signora. You've been alive to see what? 15, 20 billion people live and die? You really saying death and destruction is all each and every one of them ever amounted to?
Well, perhaps not individually, but as an immortal, I look at the greater arc of history.
Well, most of us ain't looking to contribute to the greater arc of history, but that don't mean life's pointless. That's some Nosferatu thinking, I'll tell you what. But let's continue.
I have always known the people have become fat and lazy, and living within the Garden of Eden is impossible in such a state.
Sounds to me like you're coming up with labels for kicking people out of the Garden of Eden.
Exactly.
Is that all we amount to? Fat and lazy?
Look around your own country, boy. Look at me. See my disgusting rolls and saggy features.
You aged. That's what happens.
Would you let me into the Garden of Eden?
Well, sure, why the heck not?
I am glad you are not the gatekeeper then.
You rather have a gatekeeper who wouldn't let you in? Listen, Senora, you gotta go easy on yourself with them labels. Well, let's keep talking, though.
I have always known we should act with dignity if we would take our place at God's side once more.
These things here, you've always known. I gotta challenge them, Senora. Let's talk about what you just said.
I reckon nothing. I've always known that we can find our way. I have always known we must master ourselves and our baser. I have always known that the earthly lives we lead are disgusting, and only war and death can come of them. I have always known the people have become fat and lazy. I have always...
I think this here's the meat of it, Senora. The filet mignon.
Filet mignon.
I fear your French is even worse than your Italian.
Indeed.
Here's the thing, Senora. Who came up with all them shoulds that'll take you to God?
Why, the greatest thinkers of history that I studied in my youth. Plato, Aristotle, Cicero, Aquinas.
Sounds like a bunch of dead guys to me. They really had it all figured out way back when, huh?
True.
Well, of course not. How foolish do you think me?
Not at all, Senora. Just questioning where all them shoulds are coming from. But let's keep going. These things here, you've always known. I gotta challenge them, Senora. Let's talk about what you just said.
I reckon nothing. I've always known that we can find our way back to God by I have always known we must master ourselves and our baser. I have always known that the earthly lives we lead are disgusting, and only war and... I have always known the people have become... I have always known we should...
These things here, you've always known.
I reckon nothing. I've always known that we can find our way back to God by fulfilling our human potential.
You really think we've got that much control, Senora? All we gotta do is be perfect, and then we've got our pathway to the Almighty?
Yes, it seems quite clear to me.
Senora, if that's how it is, it ain't no wonder you ain't forgiving yourself or anyone for the slightest mistakes. I would ask myself if anyone really has that much control. But keep talking.
I have always known we must master ourselves and our baser instincts. Virtue must triumph over vice. I have always known that the earthly lives we lead are disgusting, and only war and death. I have always known we should act with...
These things here.
I reckon nothing.
It seems...
I reckon...
So what happens if we don't become the greatest souls possible?
Then godliness is denied to us. As it should be.
So either we ascend or we're nothing, huh?
I am glad to hear you are not as foolish as you look.
Oh, let's be honest, Senor. Plain folks like me ain't got aspirations of being as good as Jesus Christ. Ain't he supposed to be a forgiving sort anyway? Let's just get back to what you were saying.
So you think you are so very clever, do you, boy? That by pointing out my distortions, you have won.
This isn't a contest.
That is where you are truly the fool. I already know how wrong I have been, that I have been chasing an impossible fiction all my life. Indeed, I now believe that even if we did follow the pathway to God, once we reach the end, we would discover that he, too, was a work of fiction. When I say God, I mean goodness, propriety, intelligence. God himself is a lie.
I see. So you've lost your faith?
Yes, it has crumbled to dust, much like myself in this fat, wretched old body. Beauty and truth are lies. Ideas developed by ugly men to justify their existence. While we occupy ourselves chasing those ideals, they create space wars to leech our money and our vitality. And to think They call me judgmental. Well, they created the false ideal to judge against. You don't think I'm judgmental, do you, boy?
My options are yes, yes, and yes. But it is true, she is being judgmental.
I wouldn't put it that way exactly. Besides, I ain't gonna call you names. In fact, that's where I think I want to challenge you. Senora, I think the person you're judging more than anyone is yourself. I know you got raised with all them high ideals, so of course you're getting disappointed when nobody can reach them. That's some heavy pressure, not just on them, but on yourself. I'd ask yourself what all that pressure's doing for you. Is it bringing you any satisfaction? We can't always control what things are gonna be.
This is not acceptable.
Oh, okay.
Hold on, I know this one. What the heck she mean it's unacceptable to not be in control all the time? Now say that again, Senora. I got some bad news for you, Senora. None of us really has the power to change the world on our own. Not even a clever lady like yourself. I suggest we start working on ways of helping you find a way to accept the world for what it is.
But the world is base and unworthy.
Remember that term I told you about? Nosferatu thinking? You're gonna strip all the color out of the world if you keep doing that. The world's a lot more than just base and unworthy.
Nosferatu thinking. I am not used to having my own thoughts thrown back at me.
Well, that's why you're here, ain't it? I ain't gonna help you change the world, Senora. All I can do is help you find some other perspectives.
I suppose there is a certain simpleton's wisdom in the way you speak.
Thanks.
Indeed.
I guess.
Very well, boy. I will consider what you have said. We will meet again in exactly 4 weeks. Do we have an understanding?
Yes, indeed, Senora.
Ugh. Please learn to speak properly by then.
Probably not.
Well done, Samuel. I believe you handled Senora Deste quite well.
You kidding? That lady straight up hates my guts.
Samuel, if Isabella Deste hated your guts, she would not be shy about telling you so.
That I believe.
The older we get, the harder it is to gain a different perspective. Have patience. We are not all as wise as Samuel Walls.
Guess it's just that simpleton's wisdom, as the Senora called it.
Do not adopt her labels, Samuel. I will not stand for it. I know she was a challenge, but you rose to it as I knew you would. I think you deserve a night of hard drinking. What do you say?
You don't need to tell me twice. All right, Andy. I'll see you later then.
Indeed, Samuel. Enjoy yourself. Excellent work tonight. Rest in peace.
It kind of didn't feel like we did that much, but
Dang, I think that's enough abuse for one night. I could use a drink and a quiet night.
Our journal like keeps getting added to, which is awesome.
Hey, cowboy. Why the long face?
I used to say the same thing to my princess.
Princess? Hello?
Your daughter.
My horse, actually. She never really understood the joke, but I still like telling it to her.
Of course he's talking about a horse.
Question, Gunslinger. What's got you down?
Oh, I just finished up with my second client. She gave me a tongue lashing to remember her by. You ever talk to someone who's so educated and refined that they make you feel like a space alien?
Only everyone I ever met in law school. At least until I learned to speak their language.
Oh.
You're a lawyer?
Was, and no, I wasn't the blood-sucking kind before you start with the vampire jokes. Just a wide-eyed DC do-gooder. But I get what you're talking about. People can use language like a membership card. You don't speak the lingo, you don't get in.
Well, that's just what I mean. I just ain't sure I've got the lingo for a 500-year-old high society Renaissance woman.
Well, how do you think your session went? Think she heard you?
I think so. Eventually. It took a long time.
Well, she did say that I'd given her some stuff to think about. And to tell the truth, she seemed kinda embarrassed about that.
So what? If she heard you, I'd take the W, cowboy.
Take the W. What, the wagon?
The win, Gramps. Maybe
Gramps.
she isn't gonna relate to you, but that doesn't mean she can't hear you.
Oh, you're probably right. I guess I'll take the W. And while you're at it, I'll take some B too. That's blood, see?
What are you in the mood for? Men? Women? Something a little more off the beaten path?
I think I'll have some takeaway tonight. What have you got?
Here, try this. Should put some color in those cheeks.
You really ain't squeamish, huh, Crimson?
Nah, healthy blood never hurt anyone. I've been hanging around vampires for 20 years, and they aren't so scary.
Not even Bert.
What, that old pointy-eared teddy bear? He's a total sweetheart, unless someone gets aggressive or touchy with the customers.
Fair.
What does he do then?
They get a stern warning.
And if they don't listen?
Why, then he eats them.
Okay.
Maybe he is a teddy bear. I met Teddy Roosevelt back in the night, and I'm pretty sure he would have done the same thing. Speaking of which, I gotta thirst something fierce. I think I'll head back to my coffin for a little rest. But you have a good night, Crimson.
You too, Sam. Don't let the Draculas bite.
Time to crack open a warm one. That's the good stuff. Now, maybe I can find a quote from one of my favorite books that'll help give me a little inspiration. Or I could watch the Three Stooges hit each other a whole bunch. Or I could just go to sleep. What's it gonna be, Sammy boy?
Sleep.
All right, that's enough for one night. Time for some rest. I hope my next climb will be a little easier.
Samuel, good evening. I am glad to see you looking so fresh and well slept.
Uh-oh, something tells me I'm in for it tonight.
The truth is seldom unseen by you, my friend. Tonight, you face perhaps one of the most difficult challenges a therapist can face. The fact that you may not be able to help everyone.
Ooh.
In truth, I have failed to help clients with this particular disposition many times.
Hey, I'm new at this. You're nigh on 3,000 years old. If you can't help them, how can I?
It is not guaranteed that we can help every client. To think we are powerless to help any is a cognitive distortion itself. I believe you know it.
Control fallacy?
Yeah, all right, control fallacy, I know. I can help some folk.
That's right. Here, take a look at this case file.
Theater feller, huh? I've known a few of them in my time. They can be a little, self-absorbed.
Edmund Kean. He's British. Edmund Kean was a highly influential Shakespearean stage actor during the Georgian period. He is credited with more personal interpretations of character as opposed to pantomime performances. He lived a tumultuous life on stage, dealing with alcoholism, sex scandals, and entitled behavior. He wishes to return to stage, but expresses great anger at critics who might review him poorly. He demands respect as the greatest actor the world has ever seen, so he's full of himself. Yeah.
He's looking for therapy because people don't like him, it says?
He is one of the most revered actors in all of history.
So he might have a few cognitive distortions.
A few. He may not recognize them, Samuel, but all you can do is present reality to him. He comes. Remember, I will give you whatever advice I can.
I hope I'm up to this.
What is this vampire I see before me?
Whoa.
I'm Sam Walls. I'm your new therapist.
Your dress, your bearing, your hat. You also are forgotten by time. Oh, how fortuitous! A kindred spirit, perhaps. A therapist should know pain, I say. Most excellent.
I already hate this guy.
Tarnation. Can't get a break with this here hat of mine.
No, it's perfect. Do not change a single thing. It gives me faith. Faith my dear vampire, that you can help me.
I'm gonna do everything I can. I promise you that, amigo.
Do not do so lightly. Darkness dwells within my damned
He's so
soul.
dramatic.
You journey into my pain at your peril, and I cannot be your Virgil.
You're who now? Anyway, you wrote in your intake form that you're here because...
I love these options. Mortals don't appreciate you. You're confused about your sexuality, or your dressing room is too small. I'm gonna go with the first one.
Mortals don't appreciate you, you said.
Indeed, and I fear they cannot. They must die to appreciate life. As mortals, they cannot ask the immortal questions. What is life for us who do not live? Why are we here? Why do we continue? What do we do when death has no meaning? And what a piece of work is Vampire! How noble in stature, how infinite in life!
Let's indulge him for a little bit.
Form and moving, how express and admirable. In action, how like a demon. In apprehension, how like a bat. Ah, the beauty of the night!
Okay, now let's cut him
Alright,
off.
That's enough of that. Before we answer the question of why we're all here, why are you here? Well, that is, what exactly drove you to me, partner?
Oh, that. Well, a pustule of a theatre historian I recently seduced and killed sprang the seeds of doubt in mine corpus. He was writing a biography of the great Edmund Kean, and I thought mayhap that I would favor him with a secret or two. He said my acting style would now be considered archaic. Though I drank him to the last, I fear his cruel barb was sharper than my fangs. This embossed carbuncle of corrupted blood caused me to doubt myself.
Hang on. Hang on. Give me a second. Oh. Okay. I just looked up that word, that's all. He called him a zit, basically.
Are all men such fools? Will I ever find my audience again? Or did they die long, long ago? Help me purge these mortal concerns from my mind, dear man.
We're always gonna have doubts, compadre. That's normal. But I think I can help you see things a little differently. So, he said your acting's out of date. Why don't you just tell me why it bothered you so much?
Because it's simply not possible. Acting became a noble craft entirely because of me. In truth, I am perfect.
Hold on a sec there, partner. Acting became a noble craft because of you? That's a lot of control over a whole skill.
Yes, impressive, isn't it? So long as men can breathe or eyes can see, so lives mine art, and this gives life to thee.
Damn, okay.
Those are some pretty words. You make that up yourself?
It is the bard himself, boor.
Well, maybe he had something to do with the development of your craft then. It ain't been just you.
Well, naturally. But Shakespeare's works are simply words upon a page without me.
Compadre, I think you know he gave you a leg up in your career. You can share in the success a little.
Oh, there are celebrated actors in these times, yes. But any success they have is due to my beating the path for them to follow. But the actors of modern times, they are shallow, beggarly parrots. Parrots who screech the lines, but do they know them? Do they?
So you're saying modern actors are parrots?
Indeed. They are only mimics, and thus no better than a well-trained bird.
Rude.
You don't think they're actually birds, do you?
Oh, my dear boy. They live such short lives. What else can they do but ape the words and actions of their forebears?
But when you call them birds, you're just labeling them that. You ain't giving them a fair shot.
Oh, come now. I was clearly employing a little dramatic license.
But we're here to talk about truth, all right, compadre?
It is my gentle direction that takes the craft to higher echelons, and mine alone. Acting does not evolve without me. Listen carefully. Edmund is... It is my gentle direction. These critics should honor me, as is my due.
You're saying critics should honor you. Well, what happens if they don't?
Then they are not doing their jobs properly. I do not ask for their laudations without cause, but if a so-called critic does not recognize my contributions to the theater, what do they know of the theater?
Maybe they just got different tastes.
Uneducated taste, perhaps.
If they are just uneducated, why should they appreciate you?
An interesting point. I suppose I cannot blame them.
All right, friend, let's start that again from the top. I think we got a lot to unpack.
Because it's simply not possible. Acting became a noble craft entirely because of me. In truth, I am perfect.
Sorry, fella, I gotta stop you for a second there. You really saying you're perfect?
Oh, not at all. I'm not a narcissist. I believe I would find myself quite inept at, say, street cleaning or dishwashing. But as far as acting is concerned, yes. If an actor be assessed, you would assess him on the scale of Edmund Kean.
Oh, come on. You ain't ever forgotten a line?
I suppose, on occasion, a line has left me due to circumstances beyond my control. But that is the fault of alcohol, not of Edmund Kean.
So in those times you were drinking, you might not have been perfect. And the acting world kept on turning.
Oh, come now. I was clearly exercising some dramatic license. It is not so black and white.
Well, that's exactly what I was trying to say. But keep talking. We got some more stuff to sort out.
Oh, there are celebrated actors in these times, yes. But any success they have is due to my beating the path for them to follow.
Oh, wait a minute. You're saying that every actor's success comes straight from you?
Of course. Even the greatest among my art would have been consigned to obscurity had it not been for my advancements.
Every single one of them ain't had nothing of their own to give to the theater?
I like how our client says something and then we'd like say it back, but not only in the American accent, but like simplified as heck.
Well, I suppose one or two actors in the last 300 years have impressed me.
Well, don't you think they deserve their own success?
I suppose mortals are owed their 15 minutes of fame. One must have some pity for them. We are not monsters. Thou fiend! You are cruel indeed to beat a man when he is at his most vulnerable.
But we're not. We're getting you to reflect, dude. And you can't reflect because you're a vampire and you can't look in a mirror. We're holding up the magic mirror to you.
I am here so you may help me cope with a world that has gone mad. Not so you might attack my every word.
I'm doing no such thing. All I'm doing is pointing out your reality. If we're gonna cope, we gotta be honest about the world.
And I say that you are a villain. I come to you in desperate need, and you respond by mocking my desperation. Why would you do this to me? Do you not know what pain I am experiencing? Do you not know that I, as an actor, feel every sling and arrow more keenly?
Damn.
Art thou a therapist or a murderer that you would push me so to the brink? Do you want me to commit suicide?
Dude. It is not that deep. I am just trying to get you to reflect on your own words. Damn.
I'm sorry. I wasn't trying to hurt you. I want to help everyone who comes to me.
Samuel, a moment, please.
Andy, I got a real problem here. I think I'm not cut out for this work. This fella's right. Why am I attacking him when I should be helping?
First of all, should statement. You will do what you will do, and that is all, Samuel. But look at the candles. What do you see?
The candles? Oh, they seem fine to me.
Look at the flames.
Wait a minute. They're getting higher, ain't they? What the hell's going on?
Your client is very powerful. He has his own unique skills earned through the ages.
Oh no.
His skill in gaslighting is so intense that it affects the world around him. Wait.
This guy literally has the power of gaslighting, but also gaslighting. I love this. I love this so much.
He is altering reality to fit his distortions. Be watchful, Samuel. Do not let him.
How do I stop it?
Be persistent, and above all, be honest. He does not control your reality. I await your apology, sir.
I don't have anything to apologize for. You suck.
I don't have anything to apologize for. All I did was point out some truths in the things you were saying. Now, if that makes you angry, fella, I don't know what to tell you.
You wound me, but I am strong. I persist. I fight. I know my worth, sir. I have fought and died for my art. I shall take my business elsewhere, and Vampire Society shall hear of your quackery.
Quackery!
Stop him, Samuel. It is not anger, but fear that drives him. Show him he has nothing to fear from you.
Now, I wasn't trying to rile you up none.
Yet I bared my undead soul to you, and you treated me like a pincushion with your sharp pricks.
Yeah, I am a bit of a prick.
Pricks ain't got nothing to do with this, Edmund.
And now you seek to proposition me? Of course, it always goes like this. To you I am a void, nay, a whore, to use as you please.
Don't call me a whore, bitch.
Well, you are all alike, I say. Go on then, use me.
Wait, no. He called himself a whore. I was not reading that right.
You are losing him, Samuel. It is time to remember what makes you special.
I am special.
You are not just a therapist, and you are not just a vampire. He is afraid, but you will conquer his fear.
Hello. Welcome on in. We are playing Vampire Therapist, and it is exactly as depicted. We are a vampire and a therapist. We are therapizing other vampires, and this vampire is extremely self-absorbed. So, how you doing?
Easy, boy, easy.
I shall not go easy. I shall not.
Ain't nobody gonna hurt you. There's a good vampire.
Ayo? What?
A good vampire? What on hell?
You're safe now. Ain't nobody here to hurt you or make you feel bad.
Are you kidding me? We're just sweet talking him?
I'm your buddy. That's us. We're just buddies, ain't we?
Buddies? Yes. A friend. A friend. A friend who wishes to help me.
You feeling better there, compadre?
I must confess that I am. Though I scarcely understand how.
Hey, well, that's just great. I want this to be a comfortable place for you.
Yes. Yes, I do believe you. After all, your profession is in many ways similar to acting. It is no wonder that we find common
Yes! Yes!
How is therapy like acting?
It is the exploration of the soul, is it not? A journey into pain and truth.
Now we're getting somewhere.
We see those pains and truths and reflect them onto the cruel world.
I ain't sure I quite see it like that, but it's true that reflecting is important. Kinda funny when we can't look in a mirror, huh?
One of death's cruel ironies. Thus must we see our reflections in the mortal audience instead.
You care a lot about what the mortals think about you.
Of course I do. Why should I think about what we dusty folk think, eh? Most of us are stuck in our relative pasts, if you'll pardon the offense.
But all them folks die. You're what, 300 years old?
Don't remind me. Yes, they die, but I cannot. I must not. If I do not exist in their hearts, there is only the purgatory of oblivion.
You cannot, you must not. You're talking like there's only one future.
For me, there is only one future, save oblivion.
Come on now, that's a little extreme.
'Tis not so. What else have I but the stage?
Well, that's a fine question. I'll tell you what, though, compadre, you are more than the stage. What if theater just didn't exist?
Perish the thought. Perish it with all due enmity. Unlike some vampires, I am not some blood-guzzling parasite who will idly sit and wait as the world turns.
You calling most of our kind parasites?
I am, for that is what we are, if we are nothing else.
Alright, let's just forget the part where you're insulting other vampires, myself included. If you say that you're a parasite if you don't do something, you're gonna be scared as hell of not doing that thing.
As an immortal, I aim for loftier goals.
Can you hit those goals if you're busy being afraid of turning into a parasite?
Worry about yourself, Max
Ew.
Caulfield.
Take a step back, Nathan Prescott.
Oh man, you're telling me what to do? Get away from her, dude! Nobody tells me what to do. Not my parents, not the principal, or that whore in the bathroom.
I think he shot himself. Oh.
Max? Chloe?
No.
Not this one?
Although that one is kind of cool.
Oh, when I said explode, I thought you literally meant this one, so. Which one are you talking about? Wait, what does it say?
The
autistic and ready to fuck. Oh, ah! Fuck my life! Why would you do that to me?
I can kiss away this is a chance. This is a chance. They're all fighting each other. The Nighthawks are fighting the dog. Just stay away from the fucking Nighthawks. If they're in gangs, they're gonna gang up on you. So run. Just fucking run.
Watch Hiko die after giving all this advice.
Yep. Yep. Howdy.
Fucking called it! Hiko, just before you died.
Dog.
Just before you died, I said, watch Hiko.
They're intimidating. Most people clam up the minute they see us. Lips sealed so tight, getting them to talk almost feels like trying to break into the fortress of Meripede. But put them in a clothing boutique, and they suddenly start gushing faster than the waters at the Fountain of Lucine.
Damn.
Oh, is it because they're trying to show off or something?
For God's sake.
Yep. People are vain creatures. They can't help but want to talk up new developments in their lives or show off how much they know about other people.
You certainly shouldn't count on such a procession for every trip you make to Fontaine. It's just a one-off thing, for my own peace of mind.
She's trying to protect
also show those guys
you.
what'll happen to those who dare to mess with my friends.
Chiori's like, get home safe, my Discord kitten.
Well, if you think it's a good idea, Traveler, then...
There's a musket?
Like America.
Well, I wouldn't say everyone on the patrol uses a musket. I just happen to have formed a platoon made up mostly of musketeers.
Nice.
Whoa, Chiori, Paimon didn't know you went so far back with such a cool person.
It's nothing. In my line of work, it's not uncommon to run into some trouble every now and then. And she's helped me get out of a few sticky situations. In return,
Jesus
I've helped
Christ.
her take care of some things that you could
Somebody
say aren't
clip that.
exactly in.
Oh, a bison. Do you think maybe it might drop some leather? Should we try? Oh, it's gonna hurt me. Oh! Yep, I thought so. Ah! Oh my gosh. Okay, 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 okay! That was so dumb. Oh no, my stuff.
Ah, but your humble speech does belie the true wisdom beneath. I am indeed cruel to myself. I died for the stage, so I should live for it as well. Vampire society's of no use to me. We are so few, and I cannot have an adoring crowd without a crowd. For upon that stage is power. The power to control the emotions of an audience.
Are you hypnotizing your audiences?
I may be a murderer, a drinker of blood, damned beyond redemption, but even I would not insult the craft thus.
But you think you can control them anyway? They're mortals, man. You know how unpredictable they are. They'll do what they're gonna do.
Nonsense. All that is required is a revolutionary talent that I am blessed with.
What if they can't recognize this revolutionary talent of yours? You know, there are some vampires who don't like Mexican blood on account of cilantro. Now, I love me some Mexican food, but some of the crew I ran with couldn't appreciate it. They said the blood tasted like soap. You can't win over everyone.
Perhaps 'tis so. Ah, such poor souls. To be deprived of something so refreshing and gratifying.
No kidding. I used to love cilantro back when I was alive.
Oh, to the devil with cilantro. I was speaking of myself.
Okay, I think I missed something there. Let's start from the top, compadre.
Don't remind me. Yes, they die, but I cannot. I must not. If I do not exist in their hearts, there is... Listen to the extremes he is using. Things seem definite for him, don't they? Don't remind...
You cannot. You must not. You're talking like there's only one future.
For me, there is only one future, save oblivion.
Come on now, that's a little extreme.
'Tis not so. What else have I but the stage?
Well, that's a fine question. I'll tell you what, though, compadre, you are more than the stage. What if theater just didn't exist?
Perish the thought. Perish it with all due enmity. Unlike some vampires, I am not some blood-guzzling parasite who will idly sit and wait as the world turns. I died for the stage, so I should live for it as well.
Well, why should you live for the stage?
What was my death worth if the stage does not matter?
But it's only you who's saying your death ain't worth something. Your shoulds are fatal. Ain't that a lot of pressure?
Yeah.
Perhaps. Though one might argue that all great actors must be forged in fire.
But is acting really the most important thing in the world?
I shall assume that you jest. You know, I see what you are doing. The motivations of man are well known to me through my art.
And what am I doing?
You are mocking me, undermining me, causing me to doubt myself. I know thy purpose, wretch. This therapy business is all a ruse. You would lay me low and claim dominion over me.
What?
All I'm trying to do is help you, friend. Reality's a lot easier to deal with when you can accept it for what it is.
So, now you doubt my sanity? Is there no end to your japes and jabs? I shall not break. Oh, you shall see. The tides of cruel seas will crash upon me, but I do not wither. I know thy game, trickster. You wish to keep me in your debt. The more I doubt myself, the more you take from me.
No.
You think you are clever, but thy tongue outvenoms all the worms of the Nile. Well, what have you to say for yourself? Speak, that I might hear thy bile.
Damn. Tame him like a wild horse? What? What? Kinky. I'm gonna tell him that I'm not a trickster.
Edmund, I ain't no trickster. Heck, I ain't smart enough for that. I just want to help you.
Thinkst thou that I would not see a honey trap laid before me? Yes, come, Edmund, into the spider's web. All is well, he says, ere he drains me of all vitality and dignity.
Well, that's a hell of a leap, man. Edmund, I ain't doing this for a profit. I just want to help vampires like myself.
The man doth protest too much, methinks. Thinkst thou that if thou wouldst pile lie upon lie, the ensuing mountain would be too high for me to see? Damnable wretch, mine eyes see clearly.
So dramatic.
It ain't like that. Easy there.
We're using our horse powers again.
What?
I know you're upset and you're scared. I ain't gonna hurt you.
Wait a second. We've twice we've come across vampires who have like a power of some kind. Is that our power? Is that us? We have like calming power to like I don't know. It's weird. I don't know how to describe it, but it kind of feels like that's our power.
You want to hurt me?
Good vampire. Ain't you sweet? Yeah, it's all right.
You really don't want to hurt me? You'll keep me safe?
We're safe. Ain't no place safer than right here. We're friends. That's right. You're my buddy now. Just my pal Eddie.
In truth, I am oft left bereft of friendship. Our kind can be difficult.
You mean vampires?
No, actors. But to sense one is not alone in all the world is a feeling to be cherished.
You ain't alone, I promise you. Whatever bad stuff we're living, someone else has lived it already.
'Tis so. Many geniuses were unappreciated in their time, with wonders of their craft consigned to history's dusty pages. Even the bard himself did struggle. There is some comfort in that.
Common nocturnality. We all got the same needs, man. Blood, safety, and sex.
Indeed. I, too, am akin to the doomed Achilles, though my sore spot lies not so low, but twixt stem and stern.
In your heart?
Tain't my place to comment.
Oh, it seems the spot is no secret to you after all.
Maybe we can talk about that some more in your next session. I think you did pretty dang well today.
Yes, I suppose I did. I am rather good at therapy, aren't I?
Let him think that. Let him think that, because he'll come back and get more therapy.
If you're here and wanting to get better, yeah, I'd say that makes you pretty good at therapy.
Heck yeah.
Well, one mustn't rest on one's laurels, must one?
That's right, Eddie. Okay, I'll see you in a few weeks then.
Aye, we shall vanquish my demons together. I cannot tarry. The stage awaits.
Oh, thank goodness.
Dang, what the hell was that?
One of the darker malignancies of the mind, dear Samuel.
You sure I'm up to this?
You were masterful, Samuel. You were able to take your knowledge about cognitive distortions and turn their definitions outward. And we must speak about this equine ability of yours in your next session.
Yes! I knew it! I knew it! I knew he had an ability!
Oh, that. Yeah, I learned a lot about myself through my horse.
Save it for our next session. Rest, Samuel. You have faced a great danger. Now it is time to drink and be merry with the Goths.
I want to drink and be merry with the Goths.
Oh, not sure I'd call them merry, but they know how to cut loose. All right, Andy. I'll see you later.
Good night, Samuel. Rest in peace.
We get to see Crimson again? I love Crimson.
Well, that was one of the weirdest experiences of my life. I probably want to forget that. I should go talk to Crimson.
If it isn't Sammy the Kid, plop that butt down. Got a shot prepared for you.
Well, thanks, Crimson. What is that? A Bloody Mary?
No, a Bloody Steve.
Of course it is. How's the crowd tonight?
You know, it's funny. They're a little on the weird side tonight. Must be a full moon out.
Oh, you ain't kidding. I just had my first therapy session with the strangest fella I ever met, the actor type. Used to be an international celebrity back when I was alive.
I'm just gonna say it, that we're telling the bartender, our confidential, client's information. We're not supposed to do that.
Seems like fame's a nasty drug.
Like Andy says, people are people. Doesn't matter what era they're from. Feeling good about your session, though?
It was good.
He was pretty confrontational, but he was happy to talk about himself at least. Andy says the real clients to worry about are the ones who've got nothing to say.
I get that. Being a human isn't easy.
That's setting up for us to get a client that barely talks, I'm guessing.
Well, this fella definitely has plenty of problems. I think he'll be keeping me busy.
It's a big world out there, cowboy. Full of vampires with no self-awareness.
Well, ain't that the truth? Well, here's to change then.
To change?
You, drinking Andy's blood there?
Andy's? Nuh-uh, this is a plain old mortal drink. You think anyone would want to drink that man's blood from a bottle when they can get it straight from the source?
Yeah, fair.
I suppose they wouldn't.
I'm not proud to drink blood, Sam. Wouldn't be doing it out here.
I didn't mean to cause offense, ma'am.
Not your fault. I guess I shouldn't be offended.
Who Who's telling you that you shouldn't be offended, Crimson? I know this blood.
We're being a therapist to them now.
Damn right it is. Look, I have customers to deal with, but let me give you some advice, Buffalo Bill. No therapy in here.
Yep, thought so.
What happens at Eminoct happens with consent. Got it?
All right, that's fair, and my sincere apologies. It won't happen again.
That's right.
Oh, dang it. I've gone and made myself unwelcome. Get out of Crimson's way.
I saw the option, I took it.
You.
Me? Who's this? I mean, she looks so cool. I'm digging this outfit so much.
Huh? Do I know you?
I know you. I've been watching you, vampire.
Let's play along.
Yep, that's me, drinking blood to live.
Yes, you do. I saw you. I see everything. My name is Panoptibella. It means I see all, and I am beautiful.
That's true.
I saw you in the kink room with Reinhardt and Maxi, and now I see that you are thirsty and would like to drink.
Is that an invite?
Yep, that is so.
Come, drink from my neck. I wish to see what it is like. Yes, I see now. That was very pleasant. Thank you. You will go to your coffin now to sleep.
Well, if you wanted to cuddle.
It is normal for vampires to enter a state of torpor after consuming the blood of another. I wish you an excellent torpor, vampire.
Thanks, I guess. I guess I'd better get some shut-eye. This night has gone on long enough.
Well, whoever that was, I liked her. I'm gonna do one more of the therapy sessions and then probably call it a night or a day because I'm streaming during the day. But in the game, this is all happening at night.
Another one. I think my caseload's starting to get a little crowded.
It's cool though.
Worry not, my friend. I shall not unload all the world.
I can't wait to see the next client we get because we keep getting like all these really cool characters and they're all really different.
I know how strongly this next client requires aid.
Ooh, a difficult one. Here we go.
She's a great deal older than most of the clients you've seen, and sometimes it is harder for the elderly to see reality. It took me far too long to do so.
She's as old as you are?
Not nearly. Thus, she should be more ready for change than I was. Take a look at her intake form.
From the Bronze Age, okay. An elder vampire like myself, Medi has lived mostly alone for the past 2 millennia. She grew up among wanton violence between Irish clan warlords and has since kept distance between herself and mortals. Now she spends more of her time online, where she's become a streaming celebrity. I do not know what this means, but perhaps a younger vampire might. She has expressed frustration at the increasing demands of her followers. Suggestion: be patient with the elderly. Interesting. This is personal then.
Dang, she died young. Makes me wonder why I waited so long to kick the bucket. Could have left her nicer looking corpse.
Alas, death does not often allow us to have much choice in the matter.
Says here she doesn't leave home unless she has to.
Indeed, it is a puzzle, as elder vampires can often be.
I sure do hope I can help her.
You will do your best, I know. Let me allow you some privacy. She comes.
Please let her have an Irish accent.
Hello?
Yes! Oh, and she's cute too. Oh, I love her hair.
Hey there, how do I say your name? Is it, Medb?
Maeve?
Maeve is my real name.
Yes!
Medby's just my screen name. You can call me Medi if you like.
Oh, mighty fine meeting you, Medi. I'm Sam.
Is that all you are?
I couldn't rightly say. I ain't no more or less than Sam.
You're a cute, strange cowboy man.
She's into us. Ew.
I don't know that you should be calling your potential therapist cute, miss.
Not in a touching bodies way. I mean, you're more like a rabbit or a mouse.
Okay.
Oh, I want to dress you up in a little mouse onesie and watch you scurry about.
I would happily scurry for her.
You can keep your hat on and be a little cowboy mouse. Oh, I like that very much. I'd keep you in a little cage and give you lots of cheese and, of course, a wheel to run on. You can be my whiskery little pet.
Is she a furry?
What is the matter, Samuel?
Sam's really uncomfortable by this furry talk.
I think I'm out of my depth here, Chief. I ain't keen to be anyone's pet.
Older vampires such as myself can sometimes be uncomfortable.
Craig's like, hello, I was called.
I believe this will be an excellent challenge in setting boundaries, Samuel.
Yeah, let's tell Maeve that we cannot be her pet.
Explain to her your boundaries. You will be modeling positive behavior and saving yourself a little trouble.
Yeah, just a little.
All the more reason to be clear and polite right now. Good luck, Samuel. I know you can do it.
You look distracted, little mouse. Have you smelt a bit of cheese? Did your whiskers twitch?
Maeve's over here making me blush.
All right, miss, before we keep going, I think we need to set a few boundaries.
Okay, which one of these options do we want? I don't wear a onesie, I don't eat cheese, I don't want to live in a cage. I think that about covers my boundaries. Wait, do we have to go through all of them?
First of all, I ain't gonna wear no onesie. I don't think I could find one that'd fit.
I could sew one for you. I would make the neck hole really big so that your funny hat would fit right through it.
Oh, goodness me.
Okay, well maybe I wasn't being clear. I don't want to wear a onesie.
But it would make me happy.
Okay, Maeve, we're just your therapist. We're not doing this.
Well, wouldn't make me happy, miss.
Fine, but I don't like it.
I don't eat cheese, you know that. We only drink blood anyway.
That makes me want
exactly
cheese.
Agree with us.
But a mouse who doesn't eat cheese is hardly a mouse.
But I'm not a mouse.
Then why do you have twitchy whiskers?
I mean, he does, doesn't he? Now I'm just picturing him like actually as a mouse. Should I draw this man's persona?
I just like the way they look.
So do I. That's why I think you should eat some cheese.
If I were lactose intolerant, I would be eating cheese for this woman, I would tell you.
Well, I ain't gonna take it or leave it.
Very mean for a mouse.
I don't want to live in a
Stuff about
cage.
Putting me in a cage and making me your pet are things you should be doing with a blood partner. Besides, I make the rules about my own body. If I don't want something, you gotta respect it or find a new therapist.
Consent is sexy.
You don't want me to do things to your body.
Maeve, take it easy.
You cut that out. I'm serious now.
Very well. Be that way.
I think that about covers it.
Very well. It's a little boring. People usually let me do what I want to do to them.
Of course.
Well, this is less boring then. It's something new.
I suppose you're right. It's very clever, strange cowboy man. May I still call you a mouse from time to time, though?
If it'll make you feel comfortable, I guess it ain't hurting me. But let's get to you and why you're here. Now, it said on your intake form that...
Oh. This one? Wait. Wait, go back, go back, go back, go back! No, I went back to the first one. Oh, here we go. Let's see. Overworked.
You're overworked, it said. You're not my first client with that problem. What line of work are you in?
I play video games.
So do I! Oh, what is happening here?
Video games? Like Star Invaders?
No, silly. More like Overcharged 2 and Pension Impact. More of an FPS and RPG girl.
The way I am down bad for Maeve right now.
I don't know what them things are. I kind of figured video games were just a fad, like collecting ferns was in my time.
Video games are lots of fun. There's even one where you get to play a cowboy and kill bunches and bunches of people.
Pension Impact. That did make me laugh. Is she referring to Red Dead Redemption?
Then you get to pretend you feel bad about it. But after that, you kill even more people.
Pension Impact sounds like a game for the elderly. Oh.
Shucks, that there might give me some flashbacks. But you're working by playing video games? How's that?
I stream on Glitch.
Glitch!
Millions of followers there.
Millions and millions, huh? I like to think there's an alternate universe where Twitch ended up being called Glitch. Glitch! Oh, I'm loving this.
Wait just a gosh darn minute. People are paying to watch you pee?
No! No! Sam, please.
Of course not. That sort of thing would be on my Only Zealots page.
Only Zealots!
Which I can't, because I'm a vampire.
Because you can't pee because you're a vampire. This is all kinds of wild. This conversation. Oh my god.
Alright, you gotta walk me through this.
Okay, I love Sam's line of questioning here. What's streaming if it ain't peeing? What's Only Zealots? What's all this FPS and RPG stuff?
What's streaming mean if it ain't peeing?
Streaming means to share your computer screen to the internet.
Like watching the cinema, only instead of people shooting each other, it's you answering emails?
Kinda?
Sort of. Mostly
this is gold. I love it.
Shooting other people. Only it's little computer people that only look like people.
Clear as mud. I got some more questions about them funny things you mentioned, though.
I think it's important for Sam to understand exactly what is happening here.
What's Only Zealots?
That's a very special website where my very special followers get to see me do naughty things for money.
And this is why she has a lot of followers.
You've been around a long while. Do you need money?
No, of course not. But I do like having mortal blood bags who will do anything for me. They're very useful.
Fair.
This whole thing makes me feel old.
But you're only a baby vampire, strange cowboy man. I'm glad you're not the kind of baby who poops and pees, though. That's quite icky.
Yes, babies are icky.
I had some more questions.
What's all this FPS and RPG stuff? What in tarnation?
What's all this RPG and FPS stuff?
Role-playing games and first-person shooters.
Kinda dark to be playing games about the first person you ever shot. That ain't a good moment.
You're extra silly. It's a video game with a first-person perspective. It only looks as though you're shooting someone. I like the ones where there's lots and lots of blood. I end up feeling quite hungry.
I do appreciate she's being very patient with us. Like, whenever I have to explain what I do to someone older, I'm like, I just don't want to. At this point, I might as well be speaking another language, which I can't even speak English that well right now.
Well, they still using corn syrup to look like blood? Never looked realistic to me.
They don't use corn syrup in video games. You're very funny.
No, Craig, you're probably the easiest older person to talk to I've ever met. My tracking keeps breaking because I'm laughing so hard. Oh.
I'm glad I'm funny.
Thanks. You're welcome.
About these video games.
Oh.
All right, I think I understand a little better. You're working pretty dang hard for all them followers. What do you need them for?
Lots of things. They pay my rent for me, they buy clothes and gifts for me.
It must be nice.
They dispose of all the bodies. And they let me kill them too. They're all so eager to die. Poor little lambs.
Okay.
They're like servants?
Servants, little sheep, whatever you'd like to call them.
And they're willing to just up and die for you?
Oh, naturally. Sometimes all I have to do is smile for them. They find it enchanting. And they quite like my breasts and vulva.
Maeve, we can't be talking like this. Especially not on this.
Oh, I see.
Does it make you uncomfortable to hear me say breasts and vulva?
Yes, and I think it is going to make Twitch very uncomfortable, so stop saying it.
I reckon I just wasn't expecting that level of candidness.
Breasts, vulva.
Stop saying it! For the love of God, woman. Craig's over here enjoying the entire thing, though.
Hey, come on now.
Oh, but it's so much fun to watch your little whiskers twitch.
Girly, stop talking about my whiskers twitching.
So, these followers of yours, do a lot of work for you, huh?
Sam, move over. I'm taking over. I want to talk to Maeve.
But I have almost 100 million little sheep. It's rather difficult to manage them all and keep them happy.
Why do you need to keep so many servants happy?
I need my sheep. If I don't have them, I'll have nothing.
Which is this?
Is it really true that if you don't have your followers, you won't have anything? Ain't you got other stuff you're interested in?
I suppose I enjoy reading. And video games. And I can do those things alone.
Yeah, but it's kind of fun when somebody watches you do stuff.
There's also playing games with my body.
Okay. Maeve, you're making us all hot under the collar.
Oh, yep, there's that.
Which Americans don't do. You like to shoot people instead. Bang, pow,
She's got a cute laugh.
That ain't always true. But let's get back to what you were saying.
If I don't make them all happy, they'll turn against me.
I don't know about that.
Wait a minute, that's one of them double control fallacies.
A control fallacy? What is that, manling?
Don't call me manling.
It's the idea that you either have complete control over something or no control over something. The idea that you can make everyone happy is something that ain't in anyone's power. And assuming you have no control and they'll all turn against you ain't true either.
That is true, I suppose. I can do things you couldn't dream of. But I won't show them to you because you're an American.
That is much appreciated, miss. And now about the stuff you were saying.
All I'll be is the lonely, crazy girl with a flat full of stinky corpses.
Hang on a second. Is Maeve living with dead bodies inside her house? Is this what she's saying? I'm a little frightened. A little bit. A little bit. Just a little bit. That's labeling.
Let's ease off them labeling terms. Don't go calling yourself crazy.
Yeah, I'm concerned.
Boy, I am crazy. And I know how strange I sound to these short-lived creatures.
I reckon I might sound the same if I were around as long as you and seen some of the stuff you've seen. Besides, crazy ain't got any kind of real meaning. What's sane? You've been around a while, you know them definitions change all the time.
I suppose that's true. Don't think any of us are really sane.
We're all crazy here.
I think that's a heck of a lot closer to the truth.
Yeah.
I just want to look at my body parts anyway. Don't know much else to share, it seems.
Wait. Other thing. So in this universe, these vampires can't be seen in a mirror, but they can be seen through a camera. Do you get what I'm saying here? Anyway.
I should make my little sheep happy. After all, they are willing to die for me.
Hold them horses just a minute there. I still gotta challenge you on a few of them things you just said.
Okay. Let's try and listen carefully instead of getting bewitched by how beautiful and flustering this woman is. Let's actually try and listen. I heard that women like it when you listen.
I need my sheep. If I don't have them, I'll have nothing. If I don't make them all happy, they'll turn against me. All I'll be is the lonely, crazy girl with a flat full of stinky corpses.
That's all you'll be? Come on, Meddy. You're a human being. And what's more, you're an immortal one.
Very funny, Craig. Very funny. Listen!
You're the sum of hundreds of years of living. Don't go discounting that. I'm sure you've got plenty to offer.
I just want to look at my body parts anyway. Don't know much else to share, it seems.
Come on now, you've been around for nearly 2,000 years. How in the heck could you have nothing to offer? I'm sure you could tell me all sorts of things about history and the places you've been to and the things you've done.
If I talk about things I like, my followers abandon me. Fickle little blood bags. They always like it when I show off, though.
That's a problem with your followers, not you. Don't go disqualifying the positive things about yourself just because they don't see them.
Exactly.
You're very kind, Svanling. If you are one of my followers, I might even let you live.
A very kind gesture, miss.
I can't help but think, though. You make me seem very silly for worrying so much about my blood bags. I'm not a very good vampire, am I?
Well, what's a good vampire supposed to do?
My blood father used to tell me that we were supposed to be gods.
Oh. Do vampires die? I suppose they do if they go into the sun. They'd turn into dust, and they can be staked through the heart. So maybe that's what she's threatening us. Anyway,
Told me that we would rule all humanity. I imagine he'd be ever so disappointed in me.
Oh, she's got daddy issues. Yep. Everything's making sense now.
Well, blood parents are always complicated. They like continuing their legacies, but people ain't too good at being anything but themselves.
With the unline. I don't know. I like how they've come up with a term for it.
I wish someone would tell him that. He's a very bad listener.
Ha! See what I said? See what I said? Women like it when you listen.
Well, you should be proud of yourself for getting away from him. I know it ain't easy.
I didn't leave him. The druid sealed him away long ago.
Oh, okay.
So our soul when he escapes. And there will be nothing we can do. Oh, it's gonna be ever so much blood.
I ain't gonna worry too much about this fella. Besides, if he is coming back to kill us all, we only got so much time to enjoy, right? These dang followers of yours have got you stuck at home, though.
It's better this way. It's not safe outside.
Well, why do you say that?
Because there are bad people out there. They've tried to burn me, touch me, enslave me. They are cruel and horrible.
I know you've been through some tough times, Mitty, and you got a hell of a lot of reasons to think people are all awful.
I mean, maybe? But again, we're being a therapist here. We're trying to remind her that not all people are bad. There are good people out there. And I imagine if she has millions of followers, like she says, she probably sees the worst in people because she sees the negative stuff first. She sees all the lust in people because she has that, what was it, the only somethings. What did she call it? Okay. We haven't noted on it yet, but if a lot of her following is based on lust, then she's gonna have like a very negative outlook.
But those experiences ain't the be-all and end-all. There's a lot of bad, a lot of good, and even more in between.
Maybe. But it's safer to assume that it's all bad. Mortals are very afraid, and when mortals are afraid, they are quite cruel.
That's more of that all-or-nothing thinking. There's billions of people out there now, and more differences between each and every one of them than you'd expect.
But I don't need to endanger myself anymore. I have my sheep.
I'm sure we'll get to talking about them real soon.
We can talk about them now. They help me stay in my flat. If I stay in one place, I have power. Instead of them burning me, I can burn them. And touch them and enslave them.
Oh, goodness me.
With all due respect, miss, you're playing with sunshine here. Life is always going to change. That's the one thing we can be sure of. Your retreating from society is only going to make it harder to face the changes ahead.
Such as when the machines arrived.
What machines are you talking about?
The ones in the factories. The ones who made me leave the bog. Did not like that very much. Not at all.
Oh. Look, I didn't want to upset you. You're here to handle the world a little better, and that means being honest about what might happen. That makes sense?
Yes. The machines keep getting stronger. I should be ready for them.
All right. Well, let's keep talking.
They used to call me Calich na Mona, the witch of the bogs. I like it that way. I like it when they think I'm a monster.
She's a dummy mommy, clearly.
If I want to be safe, I should show them what a monster I really am from the safety of my lair.
Should.
Well, why should you show them what a monster you are?
So that they'll know to stay away, of course.
And is that the only way people will stay away?
It's the way I know. I used to put severed heads outside my cottage, but the policemen don't like that very much.
So what if I said you should protect yourself by putting severed heads outside your place again?
I'd say you should learn otherwise. The police can be very mean.
That's what I mean. Should doesn't allow a lot of wiggle room. It might seem like it's just words, but them words can lock us up tighter in a bank vault. But let's keep talking.
Living alone is the life I know, anyway. Well, I've known for millennia. I can't survive in society now.
I know you've been through some tough times, but there's some stuff you're saying that just doesn't square with reality. Let's go over what you just said.
Because there are bad people out there. They've tried to burn me, touch me, enslave me. They are cruel and horrible. If I stay in one place, I have power. Instead of them burning me, I can burn them. And touch them and
They used to call me Calich na Mona, the Witch of the Bogs. I like it that way. I like it when they think I'm a monster.
Hold on a sec, Mitty. I get that there's safety in people thinking you're some kind of monster. But what I can't abide is you calling yourself one. Names have power. You know what they used to call me?
Fuzzy McWhiskers. Scaly Tail Sam. Ooh, Screen Sam.
Fuzzy McWhiskers.
They called me Slaughterin' Sam. And as you might imagine, I didn't earn many friends with that name.
That's not very cute at all.
No, it ain't. I didn't feel cute neither. I felt like an evil bastard, and that ain't a good feeling.
I didn't say I liked being a monster. It just makes me feel safe.
Then let's find a way to help you feel safe without calling yourself a monster then, huh? But keep going.
If I want to be safe, I should show them what a monster I really am from the safety of my lair. Living alone is the life I know, anyway. Well, I've known for millennia. I can't survive in society now.
That's not it.
Vampires are very few. I can tell you with some certainty that your client is very good at hiding her true capabilities, perhaps even from herself.
Maybe it's this.
You know, you're what? Some
Yes.
1,800 years old? You're older than any government on Earth. You've seen the world change in ways none of us could dream of. Hell, you basically won the internet, and I can barely open up my Vmail program. You're way more capable than you're giving yourself credit for.
I suppose that's true. But I'm not very good with real-life people. Unless I'm eating them.
You're still disqualifying the positive by canceling out all them skills you got. You can use all that modern lingo I've barely even heard of. You dab, fam?
Sam! Sam, please never say that again. Oh my god.
That was ages ago.
See what I'm saying?
You are very clever, sweetling. It is easy to forget how small and weak mortals are. But the world is a big place full of things that might try to hurt me.
This touches on a point that is, like, true. Like, very, very true. When dealing with people online, it feels way easier than talking to people in real life. And I think maybe Maeve here should try practicing talking to people in real life a little bit more. Some advice a lot of us, including myself, could probably take.
Well, before you face the world, why don't we start with your neighborhood? Let's start slow. Take a walk around your block, 15 minutes a day. Just spend a little time outside looking at the moon.
I suppose if anyone tries to hurt me, I should be able to kill them or enslave them. Very well, strange cowboy man. If anyone does kill me, I'll simply become a ghost. Then I can whisk myself up your bottom with a little ghost needle and poke at your guts.
Excuse me, Maeve? You will be not going anywhere near my rectum. Thank you very much. Jeez.
I don't think it'll come to that. Just spend some time outside and see how you feel, and we'll talk again in a month. Sound good?
Craig's into that.
Very well. I suppose my followers outside must be eager to carry my coffin home. I promised I would eat them when we got there, so shouldn't keep them waiting.
Oh, goodness me.
Farewell, then.
Stop calling me Mouse, Maeve. Ah.
Hooey.
Hooey, indeed. Okay, that was my favorite client so far. Oh.
Well done, my friend. You seem a little out of sorts. Are you quite all right?
Yes, Maeve flustered us.
She was something else.
Like so many of our kind, she simply struggles to adjust to a constantly changing world.
Ow! 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 Is that the horny bonk? Am I being horny bonked right now? How dare.
I think you would be a great help to her. She clearly likes you.
Yes, she likes me. She likes me.
That's what I'm afraid of.
You are under my protection while you are here, Samuel. I guarantee no ghosts will travel up your posterior.
Can I get that in writing, Andy? That no ghosts will be going up my bum?
You've done excellent work tonight. Please, relax downstairs. Summer will be here before we know it, and the nights shall become short once again. Rest in peace, my friend.
I like how he tells us to rest in peace. We're gonna go and get out there again? Let's see.
Tarnation. I'm glad the kids here aren't glued to their little TVs.
Cool.
I wonder why that is. I'll bet Crimson knows.
Giddy up, little doggy.
I ain't heard that one in a while.
Truth is, I'm running out of cowboy terms. What can I get you, handsome?
How about a kind ear for my troubles?
You got a real old school way of seeing bartenders. But in this case, you're right. I am a good listener. Lay it on me.
I got this new client. It makes me feel old.
250-year-old man feels old, huh?
Yeah. But seriously, I thought I understood people, but she's from another time, like. I've been around a long time, and I ain't seen nothing quite like this internet. But my client lives there.
And you think you can't help her because you don't understand the internet?
I feel like we did. After she stopped calling us a mouse.
I reckon I can be of some aid. Just gotta figure out all this technology. My dial-up modem might not be up to today's standard.
Oh my gosh.
Maybe you were right. You are ancient. But I'm glad you're feeling confident, cowboy. A vampire who can adapt is a mighty fine one.
Heck yeah.
Gosh.
Gosh.
Here's the thing, cowboy. Nobody understands the internet.
That's true.
I don't feel old yet, though. Still just glad to be alive, thanks to Andy's blood.
Oh, yeah?
I know you've been curious about why I've been drinking vampire blood. You don't have to pretend. I've got a rare blood cancer. Andy's blood is what's keeping me alive.
Oh.
Oh. I'm real sorry.
I didn't say I was dying. I said I had cancer. Stop making that face. I'm just glad I found Andy. Don't think I was quite ready to die.
I, for one, am glad you're sticking around, Crimson.
Well, thank you kindly. So what'll it be, Sam? You ain't gonna dance?
No, I ain't gonna dance.
You owe me that story one day, cowboy. Here, have a little something I whipped up for Andy. Herbal blood tea.
Blood tea! Nice.
No garlic, right?
No garlic.
Mighty kind of you. Maybe I'll take a nightcap. You have yourself a fine night, Crimson.
Adios, muchacho.
I think that's my last client for a while. My caseload's big enough. I'm starting to get overwhelmed. Maybe something from one of my books will inspire me. But then again, I could watch cartoons instead.
Yeah, let's watch a cartoon.
I used to have a crush on Betty Boop, and I ain't ashamed.
Betty Boop! Oh my gosh. Is this us? Is this us for the night? Oh my gosh. Okay, let's stop.
They don't make them like they used to. I think that's enough action for one night. Time I got me some shut-eye. Good night, son.
And that is where we're gonna call it.
Fine evening to you, Samuel. How are you feeling tonight?
Let's save here. And exit. Okay, that was pretty good. I gotta say, I'm really enjoying Vampire Therapist. It was what we planned to do all along. Wink, wink. So it was unexpectedly really good. No more troubled vamps. Indeed. I think I'll be picking that up next time I stream again, because that was really fun. But for now, we're going to go ahead and find somebody to raid. Let's see. Who's up? Who's up and running right now? Right this second. Let's see. Tell you what, we're gonna raid Worm on a String, who goes by he, him, who is drawing right now. Oh, no problem. This was a really fun stream. I can't wait to stream this again. We do have a raid message if anybody joining the raid wants to copy it. And if you're curious about how to keep up with me and future streams, check out my Discord. As well as my socials where I post clips. But other than that, I don't have much else to say. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I will see you the next time I stream, which will be tomorrow at 10 a.m. See you guys later!